beautiful sunny Friday night. There you see, overlooking turn number 4 at the half mile. Delaware, Ontario. It's Delaware Speedway Racing on Rogers TV, presented by Ray Cullen Chevrolet. Good evening. Welcome, top of the tower. Chris Soares and Kate Friel another time. Thank you very much for joining us. Right off the top, we're going to introduce our third member of our team. Let's check in at Trackside with Jeremy McGrady. Good evening, Jeremy.
Well, good evening, Chris, and it is another beautiful night here at the half mile. We've already had some action already on the track during practice, and during that we had one of the cars here have a bit of a wreck into the wall just outside of turn number 4. Bit of damage to the top part of the wall. You'll obviously get an image of that, and crews have worked to repair it as much as they can before we get to tonight's action. And for tonight, we've got the V8 models running. First time here we see the Pro Late models, and it is a season debut of the Ontario Sportsman Series. They're going to race 100 laps for their feature race tonight. For more on the rest of tonight's action, I'll send it back up to the two beautiful souls upstairs.
All right, thank you very much. It's the first touring series on Rogers TV in 2026, the Ontario Sportsman Series. And as Jeremy mentioned, their season opening race. So you saw that incident with the outside wall during practice, didn't you?
Yeah, I just caught the end of it, and it just looked like car got loose, came around. Very interested to see that car start rolling down pit lane, getting ready to line up for heat race action. Looked like the rear end had shifted, so that crew went to work and got that vehicle ready. So we'll have to see how it performs in heat race action.
Yes, we've seen the V8 stocks on the Rogers TV season debut last week, but it's our first look at the Delaware late models tonight, Kate.
Yeah, I'm interested to see the late models. Some of them participated last weekend in the APC race that was here. So there was a little bit of mayhem. We've had some rebuilds. Brady Smith actually had to rebuild most of the front, I believe, of that race car. Took a hard lick into the turn 4 wall and has the fastest lap times in second practice. So really interested to see how the 39 performs after the wreck last week. But there's always big names in the late models, so we never know where that's going to shake out.
Yeah, sit back and relax. Hope you had a great week coming up. Delaware Speedway Racing on a Friday night, a gorgeous Friday night here on Rogers TV, presented by Ray Cullen Chevrolet.
Hi, Steve McCaw here. Welcome to the 2026 race season. On behalf of my team here at Ray Cullen Chevrolet Buick GMC, we're excited about another great year.
You should drive by Ray today.
Family owned for over 60 years, McCall Racing has helped shape Canadian short track racing. Custom built chassis, expert repairs, in-house parts, and unmatched support. Our legacy is built where it matters most, on the track. McCall Racing, built on experience. Bring the family to Pizza Hut's all-you-can-eat buffet. Fresh pizzas, pasta, and salads, something for everyone. Great taste, great time, all in one place. Pizza Hut, where family meals are unforgettable.
Welcome back to Delaware Speedway Racing on Rogers TV, presented by Ray Cullen Chevrolet. Getting set as the V8 stocks will be the first cars that we see on track tonight. 10-lap heat races for both the V8 stocks and the late models tonight. And then we're going to do group qualifying for the Ontario Sportsman Series.
Yeah, interested to see who's the fastest there. Connor James won the title last year. He won a race here at Delaware. And he's the most winningest driver in OSS history right now. So interested to see how that 33 performs as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Lots of local drivers in that Ontario Sportsman Series. We'll document that later on when they come out for qualifying. But we start with the V8 stocks here at the Delaware Speedway. 10-lap heat races. As mentioned, they're the busiest of all the weekly series so far. And they'll be with us again next Friday night here live at 7:30. From Delaware Speedway. It'll be their third points race of the season already. 3 weeks and 3 points races next week for the V8 stocks. Mike Howard will be on the front row here for heat race number 1 alongside the 52 of Randy Martin. Row 2 will be comprised of Aidan McMillan in the 58, Kara Martin in the 53. And it's the 91 of Cody Coburn and the 2 of Doug Stewart. Last week's feature race winner in row number 3. Will Corey in the 6, Jeff Ferguson in the 23, the 83, Brody Rickwood. That'll make up your starting lineup for heat race number 1.
Yeah, Brody Rickwood out there in his normal super stock, but he's going to try his hand tonight. Probably putting some more laps on that vehicle. Wasn't able to finish in his race on the Saturday events last week. So team's probably just looking to get some laps under that car. But we saw that with Colton Everham last week, and he performed great in the V8 stocks.
Look at the double up sign here in turn number 4. And we'll see if they get the white too or just the double up. Looks like it's just a double up. So we'll go at least one more under caution. Sorry, 2 more under caution. With the white flag assuming will be the next time by. DelawareSpeedway.com for all your ticket information, schedule information. There you see it, bottom of your screen. DelawareSpeedway.com. They got all the information you need there.
Looks like we were waiting on the 90 of David Rockwood, and that's why the track gave him an extra lap there. So should get the 1 to go this time by. Rockwood right there trying to catch the field here for the double up.
Yeah, Rickwood will drop down onto pit road. The 83 is going to park it, I believe, or maybe a quick consultation. Going to undo the hood pins there and have a look under the hood of that 53. Should see the green flag this time by. Beautiful Friday night here. A little windy. Wind blowing right across your screen right now from left to right on your screen, which will give them a little push coming out of turn number 4, but they'll get a wall of wind going up the hill in turn 2 and down the back. Mike Howard will bring him to the line here, getting set for some racing here on a Friday night from Delaware Speedway. V8 stock, heat race number 1, set to go. Green flag, racing at Delaware. Howard will take the field into turn number 1, up the hill in 2. Randy Martin on the outside. Daughter Karen Martin at 53. Will Corey will go 3 wide for 2 rolls. He'll get to the inside of Martin to the door of the 53. Almost contact there. They're still 3 wide, almost 4 wide on the turn 4.
Looked like the 2 of Doug Stewart just tagged the wall there.
Martin will grab the lead out of turn 4. Yep, caution flag on the speedway for the 2 of Doug Stewart, who's stopped up high in turn number 1.
Having some rough heat races for that 2 machine. Fortunately, last week they were able to go to work and get him back out to win the the feature. Sorry, yeah, here it is. There, just goes to look to that high side, and the 53. I don't even think they touched, to be honest, but he just came up.
Looked like Kara was coming up too, and Doug might have had nowhere to go, maybe.
Yeah, so it just rode up the wall there. So that's what brings out our caution. Unfortunately, Doug Stewart with the left front looking like it's got some issues.
So under caution here, V8 stock. We'll be right back. You're watching Delaware Speedway Racing on Rogers TV, presented by Ray Cullen Chevrolet.
Saves you money, and that's the key on Chevy, Buick, GMC. Ray Cullen Chevrolet. You should drive by Ray today.
Vector offers recovery and performance programs to improve your quality of life. Their active therapy approach helps with pain, mobility, and strength. Located in London, Ontario, they focus on personalized care to support your wellness journey. At The Hearing Place, we transform lives with personalized hearing care. Our exceptional audiology services and tailored treatment plans empower your journey to better hearing, ensuring compassionate support and solutions designed uniquely for you.
McCall Racing fuels the motorsports community with performance parts for circle track, dirt track, open wheel, drag racing, customs, and hot rods. Whether you're turning laps, wrenching in the pits, or just getting started, McCall Racing.
Welcome back to Delaware Speedway Racing. Rogers TV presented by Ray Cullen Chevrolet, and Delaware Speedway's 2026 merch is live, online and ready to go, and it ships fast. Hit up the shop at www.delawarespeedway.com/shop or click the merchandise link right on the homepage. Stay fresh this season and show some love for your favorite local track. Lights are off the half mile here, and the Delaware Speedway pace car getting set for a restart here. And they did complete one full lap before that caution flew, so that's why Randy Martin has the lead and is the control car inside row number 1 alongside. It was the 3 of Mike Howard, but he went to the back of the field as well. So it'll be Aiden McMillan in the 58 on the outside of row number 1. They come back out of turn 4 to take green. Green flag race with the V8 stocks.
That 58 of Aiden McMillan's the vehicle that did tag the wall earlier today. So interested to see. It looks like whatever the team's done is starting to work, but it looks like there's problems for the 52.
Yeah, they went 3 wide in turn 3, and Will Corey will lead that lap. With the 21.1 second breakout in this division, race fans, they can go full out on a restart lap, but then they have to cool their jets here and pace themselves. They don't want to be faster than 21.1. They have to do a stop and go on the backstretch if that's the case. Corey will lead him out of turn 4 to complete another lap. King will check her times as always. As the field will dive into turn number 1. Thumbs up, we're good to go here. Everyone good to go. And Corey will lead Rockwood, who's come from second last to second in a couple of laps. McMillan drops to 3rd. Martin settles in 4th.
Your leader's broken out.
And Will Quarry's broken out in that black 6. And he's going to stop and go right here on the backstretch. Come to a complete stop. Stop and go. And he'll fall right to the back. And that'll be David Rockwood inheriting the lead. Colburn looks to the inside of McMillan. Cody Colburn in that Chrysler 300. That silver car in the 3rd, looking for 2nd. He'll get to the inside and got loose in turn number 2. And will lose a bunch of track position. He'll fall back into the clutches of Ferguson in that 23. Colburn fights back on the inside. Colburn looking strong in that silver 91.
Brody Rickwood had a breakout to be expected with that super stock.
A pair of leaders up front. Rockwood followed by Colburn, who's now come to 2nd. McMillan, good run down the backstretch. Martin side by side for Ferguson for 4th. Then it's Kara Martin, and then Quarry, and then Howard. Side by side for the lead at the line. That lap to Cody Colburn. And Rockwood will fight back on the outside. 2.5 laps to go here. V8 stock heat race number 1. And Quarry will break out again. And a spinner. Kara Martin's around at the entrance to pit road. As they took 2 laps to go, we'll wait for the caution. Still green the field through turns 1 and 2. And down the back, and Kara's still there. Caution on the speedway. For the 53 of Kara Martin.
So Will Corey definitely with a fast machine, but taking his hand in the V8 stocks this season, so not as well versed with the hurry up to slow down of the breakout rule in this class.
So it's the 2nd caution here of this V8 stock heat race number 1, and somebody needs to tend to the 53. Kara is still sitting there, but there's no vehicles, emergency vehicles moving.
And the 58's around on the backstretch.
That's the Aiden McMillan machine who was running 3rd. Aiden's rolling that car, but Kara's still idle at the entrance to turn 4. The 83 of Rickwood's being pushed into the pits. Let's go down trackside to Jeremy.
Thank you so much, Chris. I am joined here by Jesse Kennedy, driver in the late model series here. Jesse, talk to me about your off season, anything you got up to, and what you're looking forward most to about this upcoming season.
Well, over the winter we picked up a couple Legends cars to play around with. This is a McCall prepared car, so we needed something to do as a crew and a bunch just to get together during the week. We're looking for good positive, good results because the technology is a little new to us, being out of it for a few years and slowly getting back into it here. So far so good. The car's running well. I'm just hoping for the wins to come.
Now take me back to last Saturday. You put, like you mentioned, a legend car in. You ended up winning the race here on Saturday. Take me through that win and what it was like to be in that legend car again.
Well, the legend cars here, obviously the bumps are a lot bigger with the small car like that. And surprisingly, they're pretty darn quick here. I think it might have intimidated some, but hopefully we all come back again with a better car count where the weather's not so sketchy and we put on a better show.
And then what's it going to take tonight to get your 10 machine into victory lane?
Well, just, again, keeping everything on the straight and rail, and all's got to go well. You got to have luck in this game, too. The car's running fine. I'm sure everybody got, a little gusto today to get good results, so we want to do the same.
Well, best of luck tonight, Jesse.
Thank you.
Back upstairs.
All right, thank you, Jeremy, and driver of the 10 late model, Jesse Kennedy. Good to see Jesse starting another season here at the Delaware Speedway. We are under caution. The 53 machine has been pushed into the pit area. Cody Coburn inherits the lead here, as I'm not quite sure where the 90 Rockwood machine went, unless, I don't think that's the 90 on track, is it? Oh yeah, maybe it is. I thought Rockwood had the lead at caution, Kate.
Colburn was taking him at the line, had the preferred line on the inside.
Okay.
Rockwood was working the outside, gets a really good run off of 2. So as long as he can make that work for him, I think they're also managing that breakout. And I think that's a lot of the game right now is how fast can I go before I break out and I'm end up at the back.
There you see Cara Martin in the 53 being pushed down pit road. Are they starting to maybe see if she can restart it, I think, maybe? Unless her pits are down there in the field. Oh, she did get it going, and there she goes. That's great, as the field just took the white. So with that breakout rule for the V8 stocks or race fans, this restart lap, the opening lap from the restart, it'll be guns a-blazing. They can get as much as they want because they can't possibly do a breakout because they started at pace speed. So watch for this lap to be pretty good and pretty exciting. Martin might catch the field, maybe. By the time they take green, it'll be close. No, she won't. She'll be all on her own. Coburn will bring him out of turn number 4. 3 laps to go. Here, V8 stock, heat race number 1, green flag.
Great anticipation by Rockwood off that start. Was able to just make it hook right there on the outside.
Rockwood out front, Coburn in second, side by side for third, as Quarry does another stop and go. Martin on the inside, McMillan.
Rockwood breaks out with a 20.994.
The leader stake bitten again. This time it's the 90 of Rockwood. And he's slowing down to turn 3, but he's got to stop and go anyways, and he's going to be ineligible for this win because he's going to have to stop and go on the final lap. White flag, brought to you by McCall Racing, built on experience. It's Colburn leading him into turn 1. Rockwood's got to stop on the backstretch here. He'll finish at the back of the field. He's not going to stop. He'll be disqualified. They do have radio communications from race control into the drivers. Rockwood will not be counted here. Colburn will win it if he's under the time. And he broke out. 21.048 for Colburn. And the leader breaks out. Who do we got that's good then, Kate? Is it Ferguson?
It'd be Jeff Ferguson in the 23.
Jeff Ferguson will win it, followed by Randy Martin, Aidan McMillan, your top 3. And Mike Howard rebounds for the 4th spot. Colburn breaks out on the last lap. Rockwood did not stop and go, so he's not going to be scored. And here comes Ferguson to win for victory lane pictures here at the end of V8 stock heat race number 1. That's the thing about the breakout. Anything can happen, even on the final lap. Unbelievable. Cody Coburn looking for his first feature. Didn't get it, Kate. 23's the winner.
Yeah, I wonder if the 90 just pushing him a little bit there at the start-finish line is what did him in there.
Let's go trackside to Jeremy McGrady.
Thank you so much, Chris. I am joined here by the driver of the 3 machine here in the late model series here at Delaware here, and Ray Morneau. Ray, what did you get up to during this off-season, and what are you looking forward most to about this season as well, already getting underway?
Not a whole lot in the wintertime. We kind of relaxed a little bit and then started getting race cars ready, but we're looking forward to this year. Just got a little bit of an issue tonight. Feels kind of like ignition or something's wrong. Changed a bunch, thrashed, and threw a lot out of here for the heat race, but we'll see if that does anything, and then if not, we'll thrash again for the feature. But looking to turn it around. We weren't quite where we need to be in practice, so we'll get there.
Now, obviously, talk tracking conditions. You were here last week, saw how the cars were handling last week. Talk to me this week. Looks like the same conditions here. Bit of a breeze going from left to right. Talk to me about that.
Yeah, it's breeze-wise shouldn't do too much for us, but it's just it's going to cool off a ton at night here. So time should pick up. Cars will probably tighten up here. So just got to adjust for that, and hopefully we'll be up front.
And then what's going to be the key for you tonight? Obviously, you talked about maybe a little bit of some car adjustments here. What's it going to take to get that 3 machine to victory lane tonight?
Like you just said, I mean, the biggest thing is just the adjustments. We got to stay up on top of the track. It's going to change a lot. It's going to cool off here as soon as that sun goes down. So we just got to make the right adjustments and hopefully start up front and stay there.
Well, best of luck tonight, Ray.
Thanks, guys.
Back upstairs.
Thank you. More V8 stock heat racing on the other side of the break. Delaware Speedway Racing on Rogers TV, presented by Ray Cullen Chevrolet.
Check it out. Now, more Ontarians qualify for the Ontario Electricity Support Program. You could get a monthly on-bill credit of $35 or more. Apply at oesp.ca.
At the Hearing Place, we transform lives with personalized hearing care. Our exceptional audiology services and tailored treatment plans empower your journey to better hearing, ensuring compassionate support and solutions designed uniquely for you.
McCall Racing fuels the motorsports community with performance parts for circle track, dirt track, open wheel, drag racing, customs, and hot rods. Whether you're turning laps, wrenching in the pits, or just getting started, McCall Racing, built on experience.
With Rogers TV, you can cheer on the home team from the comfort of your living room. We'll head to the rink, the field, the court, or the pitch, so you don't have to. Tune in and cheer on your local amateur athletes on Rogers.
Welcome back to Delaware Speedway Racing on Rogers TV, presented by Ray Cullen Chevrolet. Watching from home, I'll be honest with you, I hope so, but make plans to watch it live here with experience. Delaware Speedway is racing every Friday night, May through September. There's nothing like short track action under the lights. Check the schedule, grab your tickets, get all the details at www.delawarespeedway.com. Bring the family, feel the energy, and be part of the excitement right here at your local track. But we are glad, Kate Friel and myself are glad that you're watching from home right now.
Well, they might be watching here at the track and checking out all the replays on YouTube as well.
All right, to V8 stock heat race number 2 set to go. Tom Hughes, Nick Ramsey brings to the line. Green flag. Thomas Jeremy also in the field. Barry Watson, Jordan Morris, Lucas Chapman, Jesse Hertzel, the only 97 in the field tonight. Scott Atchison and Mike Redion Jr. in the 51 is around early. That's Tom Hughes. He was the pole sitter for heat race number 2, and he is turned around and refired. Caution on the speedway. They will bring the caution out, so they will do a full restart because they did not complete a full lap. So the 51 gets a break, I think. He'll have to go to the back for the incident car. And here is a look here on Rogers TV.
Watch as he is the third car inside of the 45 of Barry Watson. Back end just steps out and he just goes right around. Able to keep it off of that wall. So it looks like at least it's all in one piece.
So Hughes will drop to the back. Ramsey will be up front. Nick Ramsey in the 07, along with the 7 of Thomas Jeremy. Then the 485 of Barry Watson alongside the 73 of Jordan Morris. Lucas Chapman in the 78 in row number 3, Jesse Hertzel alongside. And Scott Atchison in the 9 and the 15H of Mike Herniak Jr., followed by the 51 of Tom Hughes.
Good thing is it's a complete restart, but the bad news is that the 51 doesn't get the pole this time, so he's going to check in at the back. But bringing us to the green will be Nick Ramsey.
Yeah, so for some reason Mike Herniak Jr. is starting at the back behind the 51 and well behind the grid here. I'm not sure if there's a problem with the 15H.
I'm wondering, since I'm pretty sure he's scheduled to run Ontario Sportsman, if he's just out there collecting laps in order to collect points for the V8 stocks points, because he normally does run that series, but wants to keep the car intact for the OSS.
Pretty good sense to me.
Sometimes I'm not just a pretty face, Chris.
07 of Ramsey will bring him back to the field here. Lights off the half mile and the pace vehicle. No official laps complete, so we're going to go 10 here for heat race number 2. Green flag, Ever racing with the V8 stocks. Good start by the 07 of Nick Ramsey. He'll lead Jeremy into the corner. Watson looking to the inside of the green 7, and Watson has the second spot. Here comes Jordan Morris in that 73. Front 4 broken away from the rest of the field here. And Ramsey will lead lap 1, Watson the second, and Morris the third. And your point about Herniak Jr., he would have probably had to receive permission from the OSS series as well to do that, because that's technically extra lap time, extra track time, right?
It depends. If you're registered in 2 divisions, you should be able to run, but I think he's just trying to make sure that he completes a lap in order to collect those points. So it all depends on what the track and the visiting series have said that it's going to be allowed for tonight.
Herniak Jr., as we talk about him, comes into the pits and gets set for his OSS qualifying. Meanwhile, Ramsey will lead another lap here on turn 4. Nick Ramsey out front, Watson second, Morris third, Jeremy in fourth. Tom Hughes has rebounded nicely to 5th, Chapman in 6th, Atchison in 7th. And the 97 of Jesse Hertzel has gone to the infield as well. He's no longer on the track. So down to 7 cars on the racetrack right now. Next time by, oh, breakout for the 07 of Ramsey. Stop and go on the back. And
Barry Watson as well.
On that last lap, Kate?
Yes, Barry Watson will have to create a stop and go this time by.
So Watson didn't stop last time by. He's going to have to stop now, and here he comes.
So will Thomas Jeremy. Nick Ramsey already completed his, but Thomas Jeremy.
Jeremy almost ran into the back end of the Watson machine on the backstretch when they were both doing the stop and go, and now the lead to Jordan Morris. And Morris can just cruise around and pace himself now.
Nick Ramsey breaks out again.
Can they hear communications from race control about other vehicles or just to themselves?
It's a one-way radio, so whatever race control is saying over the one-way is what they can hear.
So do you think Barry Watson took that to his advantage and not stopped the same lap as Ramsey when they broke out in the same time, went an additional lap just to maybe get a little bit of a lead on him? Would that make sense?
They may not have fully known until after. It depends when race control communicated it to him, because Nick Ramsey seems to be picking up, 07, you broke out, and it's almost like he picks it up in turn 2 and then he drops right down. So if he's dropping across the track, if I'm Barry Watson and I've heard it at the same time, I'm not going to cut in front and create an accident either.
Jordan Morris out front. Now Watson, is he a lap down, or is this a battle for the lead here?
This would be a battle for the lead.
Okay, so Watson's still in play here. Leaders will come across the stripe. And Watson will grab the lead into turn 1. Morris will fight back on the inside. White flag brought to you by McCall Racing, built on experience. And half a lap, leaders into turn number 3. Morris on the inside. Watson on the outside. Good rebound by Tom Hughes. He's up to third. On a turn 4, looking for the win. At the line, it's Watson by 3/1000ths of a second. 21.427 versus a 21.380. Here's the finish at the line, Kate.
Yeah, Watson just tries to see if he's got a little bit more to make sure that, one, he's not breaking out, but also he just wanted to take him at the line. Unfortunately, Morris just lifted a touch early, but look how close it was.
Great job by our camera crew for sure. That's an awesome shot right there. So Barry Watson wins heat race number 2, followed by Jordan Morris and Tom Hughes, your top 3. Nick Ramsey, Lucas Chapman, Scott Atchison, Herniak Jr. and Herzl did not finish. That's your unofficial finishing order for V8 stock heat race number 2. Let's go trackside and check in with Jeremy.
Thank you so much, Chris. I am joined here by last year's, the 2025 Ontario Sportsman Series champion here in Connor James. Connor, what did you get up to during the off-season, and what is it going to take for you to get back into the championship again this year?
Not a whole lot on the off season, just with my good buddy Brad Robinson. He got married to his wife Katie now, so congrats to him. Went down to Cuba for a bit of vacation, but no, all the two-speed guys just put all in the hard work over the off season, and I can't thank them enough. It was a bit of a last-minute deal, but there was no doubt in my mind that if I was going to do anything again, it would be with them. So we're good so far in practice. We were on old tires, and we have 4 new weenies on it, so we're going to see how we can go.
Now, 100 lap here tonight at Delaware Speedway. What's going to be the key for you to get yourself into victory lane?
I think it's just pacing, really. Like a lot of guys, you're going to worry about burning off the right rear tire. So we made a couple adjustments to hopefully save that, and I tend to find myself, I'm pretty good at saving. So if we can do that, keep good track position, but also save at the same time, I think we'll be there at the end.
Well, best of luck tonight and the rest of the season.
Yes, thank you very much.
Back upstairs to Chris and Kate for more.
All right, thank you. More to come. Delaware Speedway Racing on Rogers TV, presented by Ray Cullen Chevrolet.
Ray Cullen Chevrolet. Ray saves you money, and that's the key on Chevy, Buick, GMC. Ray Cullen Chevrolet. You should drive by Ray today.
Bring the family to Pizza Hut's all-you-can-eat buffet. Fresh pizzas, pasta, and salads, something for everyone. Great taste, great time, all in one place. Pizza Hut, where family meals are unforgettable.
Public transit, garbage pickup, parks and recreation programs, snow removal on your street. How can you stay informed about these and other important local services? Tune to City Council coverage on Rogers TV. See your community leaders at work on Rogers TV City Council coverage. You're watching an interesting local show on Rogers TV and you want to know more. That's when you head to rogerstv.com. Our website provides more information about our programs, our hosts, our schedule, and about how you too can get involved with Rogers TV. Visit us online at Rogers.
Welcome back to Delaware Speedway Racing on Rogers TV, presented by Ray Cullen Chevrolet. And Delaware Speedway's 2026 merch is live online, ready to go, and it ships fast. Hit up the shop, www.delawarespeedway.com/shop, or click the merchandise link right on the homepage. Stay fresh this season and show some love for your favorite local track. That is Delaware Speedway in Delaware, Ontario, on a beautiful Friday night here. Chris Soares, Kate Friel, top of the tower, Jeremy McGrady down trackside, all of our volunteer crew and our producers inside a truck putting this all together to you on a Friday night. We're getting set for late model racing here, Kate. Should be some pretty good stuff. First time on Rogers TV this season.
Yeah, I'm excited to see the late models live in action. Matt Robley out here, as well as Carson Nagy taking the jump up to the late models. Was super fast in practice. So I don't think he's going to be out of place. He's been such a great driver in the super stocks that I think that this was just a natural progression for him. So very excited to see what he's going to do in the late models this season.
There you see Carson right there in that 93. And we'll get the white flag this time by Matt Robley. Will be on row 1 with Carson. Carson will be outside the pole. Marshall Schrank, Mark Jacobs in row number 2. Paul Major, Steve Aaron in row number 3. And you heard from this guy with Jeremy McGrady earlier, Ray Morneau in a 0-3, shotgun on the field. Beautiful, gorgeous Friday night here in southwestern Ontario.
Marshall Schrank was able to take the modified race last time out, so last week on Friday night. He's always a stout racer as well. And it's really good to see Mark Jacobs back, hopefully for a full season.
They did a lot of work on that 32 late model of Matt Robley during practice. We'll see how they did. Here they come. Green flag, late models at Delaware. Oh, loose, and up into the 93 of Nagy was Robley. He went into that corner really loose and lost 4 positions. And up to the lead is the 22 of Marshall Schrank, as Kate mentioned. Majors following for the second spot here to the inside of Jacobs. And Paul Major has that second spot.
The 03 of Morneau just fishtailing back and forth all the way down.
He's going to stop at turn
stretch.
2, Kate. Yeah, he stops at the track entrance from the parking lot here.
Yeah, back left, that rear end looks like it might have let go. So that could have been some of the other issues that they may have been fighting through practice.
And here's the 30, what happened with the 32 and the 93 at the start, Kate?
Yeah, watch the 32 on the inside. He's going to go into this corner and just gets right crossed up and sideways, almost like he's a dirt car sliding up the track, and unfortunately tags the 93.
Yeah, some tire rub on that left front of the Nagy machine. Usually you see it's easier to turn with 8 wheels when there's a car outside of you. You only need the left front. And looks like a broken track bar on the 03, and that's not good, of Ray Morneau. And here's a look at what happened to the 03.
Yeah, so watch the right side of your screen. You'll see the orange machine come in, and yeah, it looks like the rear end lets go, and it just starts sliding here, there, and everywhere.
Yeah, I think it's a broken track bar because you can see the car going sideways. We saw with a super stock, the 24, not the super stock, sorry, 24 Ontario Sportsman Series had the same issue in practice.
There's the sparks coming right there, though, on that replay.
Yeah, so the track bar is dragging on the pavement there and causing the car to go kind of squabbly and sideways. We saw the Ontario Sportsman car come into the pits during practice. It looked like the same kind of issue. It came in sideways, but going straight, if that makes any sense whatsoever. So 03 of Morneau climbing out of the cockpit there. Caution on the Speedway. Late model heat racing. We'll be right back. Delaware Speedway Racing on Rogers TV, presented by Ray Cullen Chevrolet.
Ray Cullen Chevrolet. Ray saves you money, and that's the key on Chevy Buick GMC. Ray Cullen Chevrolet. You should drive by Ray today.
Bring the family to Pizza Hut's all-you-can-eat buffet. Fresh pizzas, pasta, and salads, something for everyone. Great taste, great time, all in one place. Pizza Hut, where family meals are unforgettable.
Public transit, garbage pickup, parks and recreation programs, snow removal on your street. How can you stay informed about these and other important local services? Tune to City Council coverage on Rogers TV. See your community leaders at work on Rogers TV City Council coverage. You're watching an interesting local show on Rogers TV and you want to know more. That's when you head to rogerstv.com. Our website provides more information about our programs, our hosts, our schedule, and about how you too can get involved with Rogers TV. Visit us online at rogerstv.com.
Welcome back. Beautiful Friday night. Delaware Speedway Racing on Rogers TV, presented by Ray Cullen Chevrolet. Chris Soares and Kate Friel, top of the tower. Jeremy McGrady down trackside. We are under caution. 1 lap complete. Late model heat race number 1. And we've had issues. Matt Robley right off the start of this race. And here's the recap. Kate, take it away for us.
Yeah, so the race starts a little A little sideways here for Matt Robley. He tags into the beautiful new paint job on the Carson Nagy machine on the outside. And then Ray Morneau just breaks in that rear end, most likely the track bar, because it does look like the team still thinks that they got a shot. I see people running back and forth down there.
Green flag, we're racing with the late models. Well, if the 24 Ontario Sportsman Series crew is any indication, Kate, they could probably fix the 03 because they fixed the 24, but it took some time, obviously.
Well, they were going to take it to the trailer, and the team's asking them to take it to pit road to their workstation, so they're going to go to work on that 03.
How about this start by the 14 of the Paul Major? Grabs the lead from Marshall Schrenk and lead him out of turn number 2 and down the back. Schrenk won't let him go anywhere. Almost 3 wide for a third behind them. Jacobs fighting with Robley and Nagy and Steve Aaron. Looks to the inside of Majors into turn number 1. The 14 leaves him some room, but then he'll close the door. Robley back up to third. Good rebound for Matt in that 32 machine. And he's going to bring Carson Nagy with him in the 93. Out of turn 4 to complete another lap.
Carson Nagy and Matt Robley both rebounding really well, like you said, Chris. They're flying, and they're trying to catch those front 2. Lap times are looking great for them. They tend to be the quickest ones right now flying on that track. So whether or not they have enough time to catch the leaders here will be the issue.
Battle for your lead, top right. Battle for third, bottom right. And your line scoring down the left-hand side of your screen. Back up to the leaders, the 14 of Major, the 22 of Schrenk, nose to tail down the back. It's also nose to tail for third with Robley and Nagy, and nose to tail for fifth with Jacobs and Aaron in contact. And Aaron into the tire almost in turn 4 at the entrance, and that might bring up another caution here. We'll see if the 37, no, caution's out. Caution on the Speedway as the 37 and the 96 came together, Kate, between turns 3 and 4 as Aaron tried to dive under the Jacobs for the position.
Yeah, and that's a tough spot. You're right there by the tire and the wall to get flipped around, coming back up through the racing groove. So definitely a yellow on the Speedway. I don't really think there's any way he could have got out of there fast enough for how fast these late models are flying around the track.
Dessert. There's the 37 of Steve Aaron, the reason for the caution. We'll be right back. More racing to come. Delaware Speedway Racing on Rogers TV, presented by Ray Cullen Chevrolet.
Ray Cullen Chevrolet. Ray saves you money, and that's the key on Buick GMC. Ray Cullen Chevrolet. You should drive by Ray today.
You're watching Rogers TV. With Rogers TV, you can cheer on the home team from the comfort of your living room. We'll head to the rink, the field, the court, or the pitch, so you don't have to. Tune in and cheer on your local amateur athletes on Rogers TV. You're watching an interesting local show on Rogers TV and you want to know more. That's when you head to rogerstv.com. Our website provides more information about our programs, our hosts, our schedule, and about how you too can get involved with Rogers TV. Visit us online at rogerstv.com.
Welcome back. Delaware Speedway Racing on Rogers TV, presented by Ray Cullen Chevrolet. And Kate, going to work.
The track bar. Hopefully that team can get them ready and back out for feature.
Restart for the late models. Heat race number 1 still on track. Marshall Schrenk with a great run outside of turn 2. And Robley, that's not Robley, that's Carson Nagy in the 93 will come along for the ride to grab the second spot from Paul Major. And Schrenk will lead that lap with 4 to go here. And Nagy looking very racy, as you said, Kate, looked very strong in practice. The 93 of Carson Nagy graduating up from the Superstock division in 2025 and looking for the lead here tonight.
There's nothing like moving up a class and chasing your first checkers. He wants this heat race win, and that'd be a great start for that team's season. But you know what? From what's happened in this race so far for him, he started in the second position, went all the way to the back. He's worked himself through traffic. He's had a great race and a great start in this series.
Absolutely, right on that rear decklet of the 22 of Marshall Schrank. The front two have gotten away from the rest of the field. Paul Major alone in third, and it's Robley, Jacobs, and Aaron. Your running order coming around. White flag, sponsored by McCall Racing, built on experience. 1 lap to go here. Late model heat race number 1. It's Schrank in the 22, Nagy in the 93. Down the back another time. It's between them to settle it. Into turns 3 and 4 they come. Schrank trying to hold on, and it will be Marshall Schrank. Checker flag in the air. Late model heat race number 1, followed by Nagy, Major, your top 3. Robley, Jacobs, Steve, Aaron, and of course Ray Morneau did not finish.
No, Ray Morneau did not finish. He's definitely trying to get back out for a feature. Marshall Schrank takes another checkered flag for the season, and that's a great start for the 22 team in modifieds and in late models.
Trackside to Jeremy.
Thank you so much, Chris. I am joined here by Cara Martin, the driver of the 53 machine in the V8 models. Cara, had a bit of an incident there in your heat race going into turn number 4. Take us through what happened there and what it's going to take for you in the feature race to get yourself a checkered flag win.
So going into the corner, we've had a lot of issues with this car recently, and it was been extremely tight all night. So we were working on it. We made an adjustment going in, and I went a little too deep in that corner. It got tight, and it started to spin. With the tire coming up, it was better just to lock it down than try to save it and end up maybe possibly hitting that tire. My crew is currently working away to try to fix our problem. We have a bent spindle, so we're just trying to work a way around that to figure out what's... So I have to thank Thomas for a tire that's supposed to help our situation out, because I wouldn't be racing if it wasn't for him doing that. And we're just going to test it. It might not be possible tonight with the damage that we have, and we'll go from there and see what happens next time.
And then take me through your new little paint job here that you've gotten onto your 53 machine, and it's not complete yet. Tell me what's left to get this thing finished.
So there's a little bit left. We still have the back hatch left to do it and our hood. This was done. It was originally just because I like the color green, and then it turned into a dedication to my best friend's dad, who passed away just around 2 weeks ago. So now we're racing in memory of him, and the car is dedicated all to him.
Well, best of luck tonight and the rest of the season.
Thank you.
Back upstairs to Chris and Kate for more.
Thank you. Fantastic stuff with the 53 V8 stock and Cara Martin. We'll be right back. Delaware Speedway Racing and Rogers TV, presented by Ray Cullen Chevrolet.
Ray saves you money, and that's the key on Chevy, Buick, GMC. Ray Cullen Chevrolet. You should drive by Ray today.
Family owned for over 60 years, McCall Racing has helped shape Canadian short track racing. Custom built chassis, expert repairs, in-house parts, and unmatched support. Our legacy is built where it matters most, on the track. McCall Racing, built on experience. Bring the family to Pizza Hut's all-you-can-eat buffet. Fresh pizzas, pasta, and salads, something for everyone. Great taste, great time, all in one place. Pizza Hut, where family meals are unforgettable.
Check it out. Now, more Ontarians qualify for the Ontario Electricity Support Program. You could get a monthly on-bill credit of $35 or more. Apply at OESP.
Welcome back at Delaware Speedway Racing on Rogers TV, presented by Ray Cullen Chevrolet. There you see the late model heat race number 2 coming your way, and we have problems with the 50. Kate, I don't know what the problem was, but the back out there, so good to see. White flag has been given to the field. It'll be Lloyd Rawlings in the 69, Logan White in the 21, your front row, and then Brady Smith in the 39, Jesse Kennedy in the 10, row number 2, and Jacob Sutcliffe in that 27. We'll get a name for you of that 50 as soon as they cross the line. Timing and scoring. Green flag, late The 50 is Chad Corcoran in that black number 50 that had an issue, but now fired up as the field will go down. Caution on the Speedway. Maybe didn't like the start. Kate, what do you think?
Didn't like the start for sure. That outside line took off before the inside line was ready to go. So I think that we will just re-rack and stack here because, yeah, so watch the 69 is your control car. 21 on the outside just takes off and, yeah.
And Jesse didn't hold back going on the outside with Logan there. If Logan's going to jump, then I'm going to go with him, Jesse says.
Well, why not? Because if they let that go, there's no point in holding back.
Absolutely. So we'll do them again. Here, the 69 of Lloyd Rawlings is the control car. 21 is Logan White. There you see Kennedy and Brady Smith, second row. White flag on the Speedway.
I talked about at the top of the show, the 39 was involved in that early wreck in the APC race here on Saturday. They had to go to work probably all week in order to get that car ready. So we'll have to see how it handles. It looked real racy in practice.
Yeah, and it takes all week because it's not like these guys are full-time on the race team. They have full-time jobs. So they're coming home from work, having dinner, and then working on the race car. That's why it takes all week, because they're dedicated. Green flag, late model. Rawlings and White, your front row. They'll dive into corner number 1. And White with about a half a car length lead out of turn 2 and down the back. Jesse Kennedy trying to pull him on the outside. Here comes Brady Smith in that 39, taking a peek inside the 69 of Rawlings to no avail. And White's going to lead it. Kennedy will try and follow through. Logan White up front. Jesse Kennedy the second. Now side by side, Rawlings and Smith for the third spot. And the front two trying to get away.
Yeah, Smith was taking a look there on the inside a few times, couldn't find a groove there, so went to the outside, couldn't make that work for him as he slides into the third spot.
Yeah, Jesse's there now to the inside of Logan in that 21. And Jesse Kennedy will grab the lead here.
Jesse talked about new technology and how he had to get used to it. It looks like he's quite used to it. Jesse Kennedy, I think, can drive just about anything.
Kennedy will lead, followed by White. Brady Smith up to third spot now. Corcoran has moved past Rawlings for fourth. Then it's the Rawlings and then the 27 of Sutcliffe. But it's Jesse Kennedy out front in that 10 car. Looking very racy. 4 laps complete, 6 to go here. Late model heat race number 1. Ontario Sportsman Series group qualifying coming up next. As the sun continues to fall behind the tree line off of turn number 2. Halfway. Lieutenant Kennedy out front. White, the 21 in second. Smith in the 39. There you see Logan White, 21. Brady Smith, 39. Battle for second on your screen. Back half of this 10-lap heat race. 4 to go at the line. Working turns 1 and 2. Up the hill in turn 2 and down the back. Good 3-car battle for the 4th spot, led by Corcoran. And then Rawlings and Sutcliffe are all together at the back of the field. There you see him right side of your screen momentarily.
Jesse Kennedy definitely in control so far, but there's those back 3 hanging in there and having a good race back there as well.
Here they come around, the leaders on a turn number 4, 2 to go. Lead battle top left. Battle for 4th, bottom right. Split screen here, live on Rogers TV. As Kennedy will lead him on a turn 2 and down the back. There's your battle for second. Top left, the 21 of White, the 39 of Smith. Coming around. And white flag sponsored by McCall Racing. Built on experience. You want to talk about experience? You talk 10 and Jesse Kennedy. Out front, late model heat race number 2 and stretching his legs down the back. Smith looks to the inside of White for position.
White does not slide up and give him that space.
On a turn 4, checker front in the air, the 10 of Kennedy, followed by White and Smith, your top 3. Corcoran will finish 4th, Rawlings 5th, and Sutcliffe in 6th.
Yeah, Brady Smith tried to make that last move on the inside there, and White just stuck his line and was like, I'm not giving that inch. I want second. So Brady Smith will take third. Great race by Jesse Kennedy.
Trackside to Jeremy.
Thank you so much, Chris. I am joined here by Marshall Schrank, who not only is in the late models tonight, but ran modifieds last week. Marshall, take me through your off-season, what you get up to, anything exciting?
I mean, just a lot of maintenance and tinkering on the cars with the help from McCall Racing. Yeah, like we got both cars working pretty good this year so far. A little bit too jacked up from that heat race to remember to go to victory lane, but see if I can figure that out for the future.
Now, obviously, last week in the modifieds, you got to see the track conditions here. Warm when the sun's here, but now the sun's about to set, so the track's about to get cooler. Talk to me about how you can get your 22 machine into victory lane tonight with the cooler track conditions.
Yeah, I mean, it definitely is a bit of an advantage having one night and then the APC race as well. Just to know what the track's going to do. I think we got a pretty good handle on what to do and see how it goes.
Well, best of luck to you tonight.
Thanks.
Back upstairs to Chris and Kate for more.
All right, thank you so much. We have Ontario Sportsman Series in the house tonight. Group qualifying for them coming up next. Delaware Speedway Racing on Rogers TV, presented by Ray Cullen Chevrolet.
Ray Cullen Chevrolet. Ray saves you money, and that's the key on Chevy GMC. Ray Cullen Chevrolet. You should drive by Ray today.
Vector offers recovery and performance programs to improve your quality of life. Their active therapy approach helps with pain, mobility, and strength. Located in London, Ontario, they focus on personalized care to support your wellness journey. At The Hearing Place, we transform lives with personalized hearing care. Our exceptional audiology services and tailored treatment plans empower your journey to better hearing, ensuring compassionate support and solutions designed uniquely for you.
McCall Racing fuels the motorsports community with performance parts for circle track, dirt track, open wheel, drag racing, customs, and hot rods. Whether you're turning laps, wrenching in the pits, or just getting started, McCall Racing.
Welcome back to Delaware Speedway Racing on Rogers TV, presented by Ray Cullen Chevrolet. Watching from home, make plans to experience it live. Delaware Speedway is racing every Friday night, May through September, and there's nothing like short track action under the lights. Check the schedule, grab your tickets, and get all the details at DelawareSpeedway.com. Bring the family. Sorry, I misread that. That's why we do it live. Bring the family, feel the energy, and be part of the excitement right now at your local track. That's the fun part about live reads, right? So,
yeah,
welcome back. Chris Orris, Kate Friel.
Just like last week when I changed a word because I couldn't say it.
Yeah,
right?
That's right too. But you did it well when your revision was well done. Well, so far so good. We're heading to Ontario Sportsman Series group qualifying. Thoughts on the heat racing thus far?
So far, it's been great heat races. We've had a little bit more excitement than I thought we were going to, especially all in one late model race. So I think that throughout the evening, we're going to see even faster race cars. I think it just keeps getting colder. The engines are going to breathe great. I'm interested to see, like, the OSS has a great car count here tonight, too.
Yes, I do.
So I'm interested to see what comes of that, how qualifying shakes out, how the lineup is set. All of those things make for just interesting nights of great short track racing. And like you just said in that lovely read, come out and experience it live. You can sit on the hill, you can sit in the grandstand, and you can even move throughout the night. You can start in turn 4 and go down to turn 1. So all the action's here at Delaware, and there's nothing like a little bit of racing live.
That's right. So they'll do group qualifying. Looks like 5 cars in the lead group to set the field. They're going to do a 100-lap feature coming up later tonight, race fans. We'll have 25-lap features from the V8 stocks, a 35-lap feature from the late models, and a 100-lap feature for the OSS cars who are doing their season opening race and their first race of the year here on Rogers TV in 2026. On the track, that's the 54 at That's Brad Robinson out of Gravenhurst, Ontario. There's the 31. That's Kevin Gallant. He's from Waterford, Ontario. Also on track is the 79, Kyle Isted. And Kyle's from Hamilton, Ontario. And we have the 6 of James Murray. Oh, what was down the backstretch? Was that contact? The 80 was trying to come in, Kate?
80 was trying to exit down onto the track, but everybody else is trying to put in their best lap times, and there was almost an incident. The 80 is Jordan Wilms. So watch the 31 here. 31's trying to run their time. Doesn't really know where the 80's going, and just slight miss.
See, that'll work in bone stocks where Jordan Wilms is very accustomed to. He's a bone stock driver, so is the 52 of Donovan Clark. We'll see Donovan coming up in qualifying. But yeah, that was a close miss there. James Morency is the 6th car. He's on track, and he's from Windsor, Ontario. Right now, top of the board belongs to the 31 of Kevin Gallant out of Waterford, Ontario, at 20.597. Second spot on the board is Kyle Isted in that 79, followed by the 54 of Robinson and the 6 of Morency.
31 of Gallant, definitely happy that he had the miss, because right now he's at the top of the board. Yeah, Jordan Wilms also does not have a transponder that's working. So I'm pretty sure either way is going to be scored to the back of this field.
New fast time for Gallant in that 31 at 20.350 last time by. Also fast time for Kyle Isted, 21.098 for Kyle. He's in second spot on the board. Another fast time for the leader, Kevin Gallant, at 20.230. So he beat his previous time by 10/100ths of a second, and that'll be the checkered flag and conclude Group 1 qualifying.
One down, a couple more to go. As we said, we've got a pretty good car count here for the OSS, and really happy to see some of the car counts growing throughout Ontario racing. Our V8 stock class is huge at this point, but it's definitely given that ability for even these OSS cars to run a home series somewhere as opposed to only travel. So that's the kind of cool thing about the V8s, and that's why you see some of our V8 drivers normally run an OSS tonight. So if you're a favorite of them during our weekly program, I guess you're hopping on board tonight for their travel series.
Absolutely. The 19, that's Kevin Trevlin out of Chatham, Ontario, part of the Group 2 action. White flag on the Speedway. Also on track is the 47. That's John Mangin from McGregor, Ontario. The 24 had problems and broke that rear end, and they got it fixed. That's Austin Seaburn out of Waynefleet, also on track as we take the green flag. The 25, Cooper Albertine from Bothwell, Ontario. And the 86, hometown boy, that's Caden Patrick in the 86 from Delaware, Ontario. Group 2 qualifying, Ontario Sportsman Series underway.
Yeah, the 19 that's on your screen right now of Trevlin is a former champion of this series, but also has won here at Delaware. So that'll be another car to watch. That driver has lots of laps here at Delaware as well. But the 86 of Caden Patrick, we've seen him in our V8 stocks like I just talked about. So he's definitely happy to be running at home. Shorter travel for him today.
Trevlin up to second spot already on the board. Just grabbed the top spot, 20.064 for the 19 of Trevlin. Dropping Gallant to second. Group 2's the Sean Mangin up to third. And so is the 24 of Seaborn. Well, he got beat by Cooper Albertine, dropping Seaborn to fifth. Caden Patrick up to the second spot, 20.230. So the local boys, local area boys going to the top of the board here. That's your leader. He just beat his own time last time by at 20.021, encroaching very closely on the 19-second lap.
All these times keep switching. All these drivers keep changing spots on the leaderboard. Caden Patrick's in 4th. Gallant from your first session is still in the 3rd. Oh, he just got bumped out of the 3rd spot. Austin Seaburn is able to take that spot. Trevlin still at the top.
Checkered flag in the air for the 19. Who will be the leader of that group? The flagman picks the lead car and does 5 laps and then closes it down. Group 2 qualifying coming to an end. We'll see if anyone's got anything for Trevlin. Here comes Patrick, maybe. No. So Kevin Trevlin, after 2 rounds, top of the board. He got under 20 seconds, a 19.916 for Trevlin. Mangian sits in 2nd, Seaburn 3rd, Patrick 4th, and Gallant is your top 5 at this point with round number 3 to come. And that is the 9 on your screen. That's a well-known racer, Sean McGlynn, out of Kitchener, Ontario. Also on the track is the 33 of Connor James from Hamilton. The 15, we saw him earlier, as Kate mentioned, doing some laps to gain some points. In the V8 stock, that's Mike Herniak Jr. out of Kingsville, Ontario. The 27 is a Todd Shepard from Amherstburg, Ontario. And the 8's also out there in group number 3. That's Chad McGlynn, Sean's brother out of Kitchener. So we're getting set here for group 3 qualifying Ontario Sportsman Series.
Lots of previous winners in this qualifying session. I think the only one out there on the track right now might be Mike Herniak Jr., who hasn't actually won an OSS race at this track. Everybody else on the track has won here. So we should see some good times.
So group 3 qualifying under green flag conditions. We'll watch that 8 and 9 car. They're working turns 1 and 2 right now. Let's go to Jeremy in the pits.
Thank you so much, Chris. I am joined here by the 96 machine in the late model series here in Mark Jacobs. Mark, you took a year off last year, back here at the half mile. What did you get up to during the off season, and what's it going to take for you to get your car into victory lane tonight?
We built the engine over the off season, so we're hoping that adds some speed. Tried retirement for a year and couldn't stay away, so happy to be back. Whole team's excited to be here, so we're ready. See what can happen tonight.
And obviously track conditions gonna cool down here tonight with the sun going down. What's it gonna take for you to get your machine into victory lane tonight?
I think we're starting near the back, so a little bit of luck, a little bit of speed. We're changing the gear right now. We weren't on the chip the way I like it, so we're gonna try again. Keep trying.
So best of luck tonight and the rest of the season.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
Back upstairs.
All right, thank you. Good to see Mark Jacobs back behind the wheel of the late model. Connor James, top of the board in the 33 and 19.662. Trevlin remains in the 2nd spot. Chad McGlynn, who's in this session right now, up to 3rd. White flag on the speedway. Mike Herniak Jr. in 4th, and Sean McGlynn up to 5th. Connor James just threw out another fast lap, 19.662.
Expected Connor James to be fast here. There's nothing like coming from being the champion last season and then laying down the first checkers of the race. So we'll have to see how Connor does tonight. Again, very happy to see Mark Jacobs back here, hopefully for a full season in the 96 of the late models. Mark and I have done a lot of racing over the years against each other, and really good to see drivers come back after trying to retire.
Connor James out of Hamilton, Ontario, top of the board right now with Group 4 on the track. There's the 13 of Jade Franklin out of Coldwater. The 38, another local boy, Derek McCullough from Glencoe, Ontario. The pit bull, Derek McCullough, they call him. Looking like, is that the 02? Yes, the 02, Brendan Patrick, a local boy, Delaware, Ontario. He's on the track for this session. And also the 52, Donovan Clark, the former Bone Stock racer out of Park Hill, Ontario. So Donovan Clark, Jordan Wilms coming out of the Bone Stock ranks to do a little Ontario Sportsman Series. Let's go trackside to Jeremy.
Thank you so much, Chris. I am joined here by 14-year-old, and I repeat, 14-year-old Austin Seaburn. Now, Austin, I just asked you off camera, how many years have you been doing racing so far in your career?
I've been racing 3 years now.
And now heading into here tonight, debut for the Ontario Sportsman Series here at Delaware. What's it going to be the key for you to maybe sneak yourself and find yourself a checkered flag in first place here tonight?
You know, I just got to run how I feel comfortable, especially with a great car for the two-speed team. You know, I have great teammates, so I can ask them a bunch of questions, you know, follow their line. You know, you got Connor, you got Jade Franklin. I think I can run real good if I listen and do as good as I can.
Now, obviously, track conditions here tonight. The sun is now setting here at the half mile. It's going to cool down. Knowing that the track's not going to be the same as it was in practice, what's going to be the key for you in your car?
Scrub-a-dub-dub. That's all I can say. I got to scrub them tires and just be consistent.
Well, best of luck tonight, and see if you can find yourself in victory lane.
Thank you very much.
Back upstairs.
All right, thank you. The 14-year-old looks pretty good on camera, too, and not afraid to talk right into the lens, eh?
Yeah, sometimes, you know, you're just made to be in front of the camera.
Absolutely. Group qualifying continues for the Ontario Sportsman Series. Jade Franklin right there, top of the board. 19.604, dropping Connor James to second. Brendan Patrick, also in this group out of Delaware. He's up to third spot. Glencoe's Derek McCullough in the fourth spot. So Kevin Trevlin's dropped down to fifth, followed by Chad McGlynn, the Herniak Jr., Sean McGlynn, and Sean Mangin, and Austin Seaburn, your top 10. Checker flag in the air. The final group qualifying here for the Ontario Sportsman Series, set to do 100 laps later tonight, and it's going to be Jade Franklin, unless there's something special here from Donovan Clark. No, it'll be Jade Franklin, top of the board, followed by Connor James and Brendan Patrick, your top three, after Ontario Sportsman Series group qualifying here at Delaware Speedway. So, thoughts on that qualifying?
Yeah, Derek McCullough, through traffic, he can just move around this track. We've seen him many years here at Delaware Speedway, so he'll be interesting to watch. But your top 10, really, anybody can make a move. So we'll have to see. I'm not sure if this series does a dice roll and where things will shake up after that possible reset before the feature race. So very interested to see how that's going to go. Looks like Jade Franklin's getting a handshake there.
All right, so we're halftime here on a Friday night. So more to come. Delaware Speedway Racing on Rogers TV, presented by Ray Cullen Chevrolet.
Ray Cullen Chevrolet. Ray saves you money, and that's the key on Chevy Buick GMC. Ray Cullen Chevrolet. You should drive by Ray today.
Bring the family to Pizza Hut's all-you-can-eat buffet. Fresh pizzas, pasta, and salads, something for everyone. Great taste, great time, all in one place. Pizza Hut, where family meals are unforgettable.
Public transit, garbage pickup, parks and recreation programs, snow removal on your street. How can you stay informed about these and other important local services? Tune to City Council coverage on Rogers TV. See your community leaders at work on Rogers TV City Council coverage. You're watching an interesting local show on Rogers TV and you want to know more. That's when you head to rogerstv.com. Our website provides more information about our programs, our hosts, our schedule, and about how you too can get involved with Rogers TV. Visit us online at rogerstv.com.
Welcome back to Delaware Speedway Racing on Rogers TV, presented by Ray Cullen Chevrolet. Chris Lord, Keith Friel, top of the tower. We're going to go down momentarily to Jeremy, the track announcer, is doing an interview with the pole sitter, Jade Franklin. He did mention on the mic a dice roll, so he probably won't start. The best he can start is probably second. If he rolls a 1, I'm not sure if it's a double dice or not, but that should be a nice 100-lap feature coming up tonight.
Or a double dice or a single dice plus 1. So we'll have to wait and see how that shakes up. But yeah, definitely going to be interesting. Like I said, the top of the leaderboard here for times was all so close that I think you put the 13 back a little bit into traffic, and you're going to have to watch them work to get to the front. So that's always interesting in itself, and that's what I do like about qualifying, is kind of mixing that up a little bit. I'm really interested to see how the whole night's going to play out. 100 laps is a lot of laps to run, and you got to be smart. You're not going to win it in the first 50.
Right.
Because you got to be there for the last 50.
Absolutely. Let's go down trackside to Jeremy.
Thank you so much, Chris and Kate. I am joined here by one of the local favorites here at Delaware Speedway, here in the 86 machine for the Ontario Sportsman Series here in Caden Patrick. Caden, what did you get up to this off-season, and what's it going to take for you to get your car victory lane here tonight at the half mile?
We didn't get up to too much, just messing around with race cars, trying to make them go faster. And we'll just try to stay consistent, to stay up near the front and hope for the best, basically.
On track conditions here tonight, the sun has set, so heading into the 100-lap feature race for the Ontario Sportsman Series, what's it going to be like? Obviously, see if you can get yourself any grip out there.
Just try to take it easy, try to conserve on tires, and hopefully the track will tighten up a little bit and it'll put on a good show.
Well, best of luck tonight, Caden, and the rest of the season.
Thank you.
Back upstairs.
Thanks, Jeremy. Thanks, Caden. I love how he just walks off screen there. That's fantastic. We just saw the dice roll, and we saw from up here, and it's a pretty big dice. It was one dice roll.
Yeah, so it's single dice. We'll just have to see if it's straight up on the dice or if it's going to be a +1 added to that. So we'll have to wait and see how that's going to shake out and where he's going to start. But V8 stock should start lining up here. I see the 2 on pit road, so that is good news. I mean, he did it last week. Had an incident, had to fix it, and then won the race. So I'm hoping that Doug Stewart is having the optimism I am having for him right now down in his race car, as he'll have to start at the back of the field.
And what do you see from the late models coming up with their 35-lap feature?
Jesse Kennedy looks so strong, but Brady Smith is fast. So it all depends on where they start in this race and how that's going to work to their advantage or disadvantage, and really where everybody's going to end up. I still see wheels off of the 03, hoping that they still have some time to get that back together and they can make a good start to this season. I like to see every race car start on their first night out. There's nothing like starting with a wreck at the beginning of a season. It's just devastating to your team. You want more, but can you rebound? So I think the 03 team's going to go to work the best they can and get that out there. But I think if Jesse Kennedy gets to the front, he's going to be a tough one to beat tonight.
More to come on the other side of break. Delaware Speedway Racing on Rogers TV, presented by Ray Cullen Chevrolet.
Ray Cullen Chevrolet. Ray saves you money, and that's the key on Chevy GMC. Ray Cullen Chevrolet. You should drive by Ray today.
You're watching Rogers TV. With Rogers TV, you can cheer on the home team from the comfort of your living room. We'll head to the rink, the field, the court, or the pitch, so you don't have to. Tune in and cheer on your local amateur athletes on Rogers TV. You're watching an interesting local show on Rogers TV and you want to know more. That's when you head to rogerstv.com. Our website provides more information about our programs, our hosts, our schedule, and about how you too can get involved with Rogers TV. Visit us online at rogerstv.com. You're watching.
Welcome back at Delaware Speedway Racing on Rogers TV, presented by Ray Cullen Chevrolet. Just in the tail end of halftime here on a Friday night. Chris Soares, Kate Friel, welcome back. They're still going to work on that 03 late model of Ray Morneau. Ray was actually, during the break, Kate, he was actually doing some of the work underneath the chassis, now obviously back in the driver's seat.
Yeah, it looks like they might be going to do something where they need him to pump the brakes, but yep, I think they're about to bleed the brakes. So looks like they did have to kind of tear apart there, put it back together. So you see Ray inside the car, his dad's there at the back turning some wrenches. So I'm hoping that that's good news for the 03 for the rest of the night.
Late models starting to line up on pit road. You were mentioning off camera when we went for a break, you're interested to see where the 90 and 91 will start.
Yeah, I'm interested to see in these V8 stocks where the 90 and the 91 start. They were side by side racing. There we go. I'm a word ahead.
Side by racing for those of you on the East Coast.
Yeah.
Yes.
So they just had such a great back and forth there for so many laps, and then tried to push it to the end. The 90 didn't do the stop and go, and the 91 broke out on the last lap. So I'm interested to see where they're scored and where they get to start in this race. I think it'd be interesting if they start side by side again and see if they can maintain that atmosphere going into this race. I think it'd make it interesting.
Yeah, they're lining up right now for their 25 lap feature race. There you see them. Looks like Randy Martin might have the pole in that green and black 52. And then we'll have 35 laps from the late models and the 100 lap from the Ontario Sportsman Series still to come on this Friday night from the half mile. It's Delaware Speedway Racing on Rogers TV, presented by Ray Cullen Chevrolet.
Ray Cullen Chevrolet. Ray saves you money and that's the key on Chevy, Buick, GMC. Ray Cullen Chevrolet. You should drive by Ray today.
Family owned for over 60 years, McCall Racing has helped shape Canadian short track racing. Custom built chassis, expert repairs, in-house parts, and unmatched support. Our legacy is built where it matters most, on the track. McCall Racing, built on experience. Bring the family to Pizza Hut's all-you-can-eat buffet. Fresh pizzas, pasta, and salads, something for everyone. Great taste, great time, all in one place. Pizza Hut, where family meals are unforgettable.
Check it out. Now, more Ontarians qualify for the Ontario Electricity Support Program. You could get a monthly on-bill credit of $35 or more. Apply at OES.
Welcome back to Delaware Speedway Racing on Rogers TV, presented by Ray Cullen Chevrolet. Delaware Speedway's 2026 merch is live, online, and ready to go, and it ships fast. Hit up the shop at www.delawarespeedway.com/shop or click the merchandise link right on the homepage. Stay fresh this season and show some love for your favorite local track. Getting set to put the V8s on the track for their 25-lap feature. Welcome back. Chris Scores alongside with Kate Friel. For another edition of Delaware Speedway Racing here on Rogers TV. Getting set for 3 features. The 03 late model still being worked on. Interesting to see where all the late models, or the V8s, my apologies, are going to be lined up right because of the breakout rule. Go over for our viewers, since we're going to start with the V8 stocks, go over the 21.1 second rule for us.
Yeah, so the reason they've even put that into play for the V8 stocks is because you can run anything that's got a V8 motor. You just have to keep your lap times under 21.1 seconds. If you go under that time, so a 20.999, you need to create a stop and go penalty on the backstretch by our scoreboard in our tech garage, and then join the rest of the field. It is just allowed for so many cars that are just sitting around, or people who can't jump into a travel series, somewhere to race, somewhere to put a car every Friday night, or whatever the schedule allows for, and be able to compete somewhere. It makes this division so interesting sometimes, and such close finishes. We saw the close finish with Jordan Morris and Barry Watson in the heat races, and it was just entertaining for the crowd. So I think that this division has definitely opened some new doors for racing here at Delaware.
Yeah, and it's not just thinking in the cockpit as far as racing your car. You have to think about what part of the lap do you need to go a little slower to get into that 21.1 second range, because you can't go full out. So there's a lot of strategy being played by the drivers. Which part of the track do they need to go faster at, and which do they not?
Yeah, so like, where do you have your rev limiter chip in? How many RPMs are you going to let the car run in order to maintain that speed?
All right, so when we come back, feature racing on a Friday night from the half mile. It's Delaware Speedway Racing on Rogers TV, presented by Ray Cullen Chevrolet.
Ray Cullen Chevrolet. Ray saves you money, and that's the key on Chevy GMC. Ray Cullen Chevrolet. You should drive by Ray today.
Vector offers recovery and performance programs to improve your quality of life. Their active therapy approach helps with pain, mobility, and strength. Located in London, Ontario, they focus on personalized care to support your wellness journey. At the Hearing Place, we transform lives with personalized hearing care. Our exceptional audiology services and tailored treatment plans empower your journey to better hearing, ensuring compassionate support and solutions designed uniquely for you.
McCall Racing fuels the motorsports community with performance parts for circle track, dirt track, open wheel, drag racing, customs, and hot rods. Whether you're turning laps, wrenching in the pits, or just getting started.
Welcome back. Delaware Speedway Racing on Rogers Street, presented by Ray Cullen Chevrolet. There you see the V8 stocks pacing around the half mile, getting set for their 25-lap feature. Perfect timing. Welcome back. Chris Orrs, Kate Friel, top of the tower. Jeremy McGrady down trackside. Lights are off. The Delaware Speedway pace vehicle. Randy Martin in the 52. Aidan McMillan, 58. That's your front row. Pace car will dive down on the pit road, and here they come for 25 laps. Martin will bring him to the line. V8 stock feature on a Friday night. Green flag. 2 by 2 for 8 rows, 9 rows. And the work turns 1 and 2. Martin with a great start. Little contact between Colbert and Watson back in the field. McMillan will fight off Ramsey right now for the second spot. Here comes Morris on the inside. They can go full out on this opening lap. Kate will be monitoring our lap times here during the V8 stocks as Martin will lead lap number 2. Morris quickly up to second spot. Here comes McMillan back on the outside. 0-7 of Ramsey there as well. Corey to the inside of Jeremy for 5th. And the points leader, Martin, to back. They'll dive into turn 1, up the hill in turn 2, down the back another time. Corbett trying to go 3 wide back in the field. Summit Sparks coming off the 7 Jeremy machine. Meanwhile, that's Martin up front. This is a good spot for Randy Martin, Kate. I love your thoughts on this. If he can keep the pace and keep a regular pace but not break out, it's impossible for somebody to catch him. Would you not agree?
Yeah, he's running at 21.161, so he's kind of flirting with that breakout time. So yeah, he just has to maintain a speed that isn't above and that can keep everybody else behind him. So he's got to stay in that like 21.2 to 21.3 range, and I think he'd be fine.
Yeah, and if you see Morris or Ramsey close in on Martin, they're either going to break out or Martin is slowed way off the pace, and that has not happened yet. What do you got?
We got a breakout from Cody Colburn on that last lap, so we should be seeing a stop and go from him.
The 91 back in the field right now, running 10th. They'll do a stop and go on the back.
Doug Stewart broke out that time by.
Doug Stewart was running 11th at the time. Colburn's going to stop in the backstretch. There you see him as the leaders come out of turn 4. It's Randy Martin up front. That pace. You got one?
Will Corey with 21.000. Barry Watson with 21.024. David Rockwood also breaks out. So the 3 running together all break out.
And all 3 have not stopped yet. Randy Martin out front. If he continues to hold that pace, oh no!
Randy Martin breaks out. He'll have to complete a stop and go.
Corey's going to stop. Watson and Rockwood have still not stopped yet. See, this is what I don't understand. If you're telling Will Corey, you're pretty much telling the other guys right after you're telling Will. Do you not agree?
From what I hear from race control to the driver. The 45 machine was already past the stop and go point, so he's stopping now, so is Rockwood.
52 broke out. Lap ago, it still needs to stop and go. The only problem, and I believe what you're saying from race control, the only problem is they went 2 laps after they were caught, Kate. 2 laps, not 1, they went 2.
Yeah, so it all depends on when race control tells them. That's what the rule states, is that race control has to communicate that to them in order for them to complete the stop and go. So if race control is a lap behind, because they're also scoring everything probably by hand just as a double check, then that's going to be why they're not getting to them right away on that stop and go. So that's up to their control in order to give them their stop and go penalties.
There's the leader stopping and going. That's 3 laps after he broke out.
And he broke out a second time.
He did, he broke out a second time, is that why?
Yes.
Because he was still in front of Morris when he stopped there.
Correct.
So did he stop at all until now?
No. So that's the first stop and go, and that was the time that they ran. So
and he got caught a second time, you're saying?
I think they're only calling it once.
Okay. Very confusing.
Yes.
Very confusing. The leader is Jordan Morris right there on your screen in the 73. And the 07 of Ramsey still with him. Halfway this 25-lap feature.
With all these breakouts happening, I just want to point out Kara Martin's currently sitting in the 5th position on the track. She said she was having issues before this race and they were hoping to just test. Well, it looks like she's doing a lot more than testing. She's currently sitting in 5th position.
Yeah, Randy Martin recovered nicely from his stop and go to still get 3rd ahead of his daughter.
Barry Watson, with another breakout.
Barry Watson, that 45 wants to go, but he's getting caught. So here, let's follow the process here. So he broke out. Now he's completed a lap since the breakout. If he doesn't stop here, then I'll have my suspicions, because I don't know what the process is. And yes, he's going to stop. So there we go.
So
Stop and go for the 45.
Now he's doing a stop and go. I think the biggest thing for race control and getting multiple drivers at once is that when they come up on the ticker, it's so fast. Randy Martin just broke out again. And it's fast as that, right? You're doing other things. You're trying to make sure you're scoring everybody properly, but then you're also trying to watch the lap time. So it is a lot of things happening at once.
The 52 of Randy Martin just did another stop and go, so he's lost more track position. So the 3 of Mike Howard up the 3rd spot. The 53 of Kara Martin in 4th spot. The leader is still Jordan Morris. Coming around, 8 laps to go. The 0 Ramsey and Martin stopping again.
Yeah, they weren't happy with this first stop. Asked him to come back and do another stop and go.
Fast lap. Oh, Mike Howard.
Mike Howard breaks out, so he'll create a stop and go here as well.
And he's stopping and going on the backstretch right now. He stopped right away, so they told him quick. And he stopped right away. And no, there's smoke coming out of the 3.
Yeah, it looked like he was trying to refire there.
Kara Martin up to the 3rd spot now. Very steady is the 53 of Kara Martin. The leader's about a full straightaway ahead of her. The only way she can catch him, other than breaking out, is with a caution. She just needs to do her time around the lap field here. Morris trying to hold off Ramsey. 5.5 laps to go. V8 stock feature.
52 breaks out again.
Wow. Leaders side by side at the line. Give that lap to Morris. Ramsey fighting back on the outside. Looks like Morris tends to try and dominate the first half of the lap, and Ramsey fights back in the second half of the lap, Kate. As they come out of turn 4. 4 to go. There's Randy Martin, another stop and go coming for the 52.
Yeah, so that's that one that we talked about before, but he was stuck on the outside, so there's no safe way to get down there to do your stop and go. So that one will let slide. He does a stop and go and rejoins the field.
It's Morris, Ramsey, Kara Martin, your top 3. Corey and Stewart, who broke out early, have have rebounded past all the other breakouts and have moved up to 4th and 5th respectively. As the leaders go side by side, now it's Ramsey to the inside of Morris. Side by side for the lead with 2 to go this time by. Oh, is that ever close? Jordan Morris at 21.111. If either one of them break out, if both of them break out, the 53 of Karen Martin is sitting pretty. Right now, all alone in 3rd. Here they come on a turn 4, side by side. White flag, sponsored by McCall Racing, built on experience.
Nick Ramsey pushes it, so does Jordan Morris. They're in the 21.181 and 21.191. They got to be careful.
Is Mike Howard going to be a variable here? He's right in front of the leaders. Here they come. Ramsey will drift up the track out of turn 4 to the line. We'll check the times, and they're good. It's Jordan Morris in the 73. Followed by Nick Ramsey, Karen Martin with a 3rd place finish. Will Corey 4th, Doug Stewart 5th. Rounding out your top 10, it's Rockwood, Coburn, Watson, Hughes, McMillan, your top 10. Howard, Martin, Randy Martin, Ferguson, Atchison, Chapman, and Thomas Jeremy, unofficially your finishing order for the V8 stock feature.
Well, Randy Martin will have to tag on there down a little bit. He broke out on the last lap. So
again, that's got to be 6 or 7 for him.
Definitely a very busy V8 stock race, not only for the tower and for race control, but also for us. There was a lot going on.
Absolutely. There you see the 73 of Jordan Morris. 2nd points race of the season for the V8 stocks. We have the late models coming up next for 35 laps. And momentarily we'll send it down trackside to Jordan Maudsley for the post-race interview.
Yeah, Nick Ramsey had a great run, but also look who slid into 3rd. Kara Martin, like I said, she seemed like she was having some issues with the car. She said it was tight. They were trying to do some work, and
give it up for Jordan Morris.
We'll send it downstairs.
There you see Jordan Morris coming out of the 73. We'll send it trackside.
Jordan Morris down here, a little blunder in the heat race. Walk me through that one and how you wound up here.
Yeah, we'll leave that one behind us. I stepped on myself on that one.
Good way to finish off your 2nd night out here. Take me through the win.
Yeah, it was actually pretty fun. That initial start was kind of wild, and I wasn't sure exactly what was going to happen. But I mean, racing with Ramsey there, that was a blast.
Who do you want to thank down here?
I got to thank all these guys back here for, Adam and Liam and Caden with the 86 for tearing this thing apart, putting a new tranny in it tonight. Old South Pub, Jay's Detail. We got CHS Mechanical, Ace Auto Parts, Jay's Detail Shop, Tush Real Estate, and Wild Printing for the sponsorship there. Shepherd Cartage, Floor Vision, and CarQuest.
Jordan Morris gets it back down to victory lane.
And Lawn Man up.
Jordan Morris, your V8 stock feature race winner. When we come back, we'll go late model racings from the half mile. Delaware Speedway Racing on Rogers TV, presented by Ray Cullen Chevrolet.
Check it out. Now, more Ontarians qualify for the Ontario Electricity Support Program. You could get a monthly on-bill credit of $35 or more. Apply at oesp.ca.
At the Hearing Place, we transform lives with personalized hearing care. Our exceptional audiology services and tailored treatment plans empower your journey to better hearing, ensuring compassionate support and solutions designed uniquely for you.
McCall Racing fuels the motorsports community with performance parts for circle track, dirt track, open wheel, drag racing, customs, and hot rods. Whether you're turning laps, wrenching in the pits, or just getting started, McCall Racing, built on experience.
With Rogers TV, you can cheer on the home team from the comfort of your living room. We'll head to the rink, the field, the court, or the pitch, so you don't have to. Tune in and cheer on your local amateur athletes on Rogers TV.
grip to the heat race. Just the engine's going to be able to breathe a lot better with cooler air, and that's why we see sometimes more issues when it's a hot day.
35 laps the scheduled distance here for the late models, and we'll go over the grid for you as they come out of turn number 4 here on what turned into a chilly night. A beautiful sunny night to start, but now it's cooled off, and there'll be more speed on this half mile. It'll be the 39 of Brady Smith, your pole sitter. Outside row number 1 will be the 14 of Paul Major. Row number 2, we'll see Logan White on his outside, the 93 of Carson Nagy. Row number 3, the 10 of Jesse Kennedy, and the 6 of Marshall Schrank. Row number 4, the 32 of Matt Robley, the 69 of Lloyd Rawlings. Row number 5, the 96 of Mark Jacobs, the 27 Jacob Sutcliffe. And row number 6, the 37 of Steve Aaron, and the 03 of Ray Morneau has been fixed and on the track. And Conquerin in the 50 out there as well in his 50 late model. I wish there was 10 rows of late models. Wouldn't that be nice?
It would be something.
There you see them warming up their tires. Getting set for 35 laps. Still to come, Ontario Sportsman Series 100-lap feature to wrap up the night here.
Over number 10, it's the big game hunter, Jesse Kennedy.
And we're going to see, there you see the flagman raising up one flag. So 1 to go coming up this side at the stripe, if I'm not mistaken. Double up sign. And white flag being displayed. Lights off the Speedway and the pace vehicle. Last thoughts before we turn these guys loose, Kate.
Yeah, so it looks like the 39 of Brady Smith came out as the control car decides to take the outside, so Paul Major's there on the inside. So interesting to see if that strategy pays off for him. I'm really interested to see how this race goes. I think Carson Nagy is going to be one to watch too.
So here they come. The control car is the yellow 39 of Brady Smith. Here they come, late models for 35 laps. Green flag, no master gas, and they're off. Good start by Smith. Wanted that outside lane for a reason. Grabs the lead. Carson Nagy looks to the outside of Paul Major for second early. And they'll draw even in turn number 3. Major in the 14, Nagy in the 93. Nagy with a great run on that outside. And will grab the second spot. And immediately get to the rear deck lid of that Brady Smith 39. And down the back they go. And Nagy looks to the inside.
They're on that last lap. The the 69 of Lloyd Rawlings kind of got stuck in the middle and pushed to the outside. There was 2 or 3 wide in turns 3 and 4, so he slides all the way back down to the back.
There might have been a little bit of contact there between the leaders. Nagy to the inside of Smith for the lead. Into turn 3, Sparks flying off that 93. Out of turn 4, and Smith will lead that lap. They'll dive into turn 1, up the hill in turn 2, and down the back. Will draw even down the back. Nagy to the inside of Smith. Major still in 3rd, White up to 4th. Jesse Kennedy in the 5th spot, and he wants to go. Good show of strength by Brady Smith on the outside to get back to single file, and Nagy fights back again on the inside. Do-si-do at the front of this field for the late models at Delaware. Everybody single car, nose to tail. And Smith will lead the train out of turn 2. The front 2 trying to get away. Great run again. That 93 got great corner exit in both turns 2 and 4, Kate.
Yeah, it looks like Nagy's really making it hook out of turns 1 and 2, but then Smith's got the better setup through 3 and 4 right now. So it looks like they're just passing back and forth. We talk all the time about how this track's an egg shape, and it's definitely coming into play for those 2 drivers.
Brady Smith out front in that 39. Carson Nagy in the 93. That's your front two. About a car and a half, 2 cars ahead of Paul Major. Oh, there's contact again. Nagy into that left rear of the 39. That's Brady Smith. And Brady says, no, not yet. I still want to lead. Carson wants to go, and he wants to go right now. Side-by-side battle for the 6th spot. Frank and Morneau. Nose to tail, front 5. Down to back another time. Smith in the 39, Nagy in the 93. Out of turn 4, Nagy dips to the inside. And Smith will shut the door another time. Major doing a good job of staying with that lead pair. Logan White all over him. Jesse Kennedy running in 5th. White will look to the inside of Major, and Major will shut the door. Front 7, nose to tail, put a blanket on him. Oh, fantastic run by that front pair to stretch out to about 4 car lengths over the 14 of Major. Nagy looks to the inside again. That 39 is so comfortable up high. He restarted on the outside for a reason, because he likes the outside groove, and that's how he's protecting that lead.
Yeah, that car really floats out of 4 towards the wall. And if Carson can figure out how to get a little bit more speed, it's going to help him, and it helped him right there.
Nagy's there in position as they dive into turn number 1. They'll draw even. Nagy a little bit of a head. Here comes Smith back on the outside. White's gotten by Major behind them for 3rd. Kennedy now to the inside of Major. Side by side for the lead at the front of the field. And Brady Smith fights him off again. As they start to shuffle in through that 4th through 7th position, Jesse Kennedy and Ray Morneau up a spot. It's now Smith, Nagy, White, Kennedy, and Morneau, your top 5. Brady Smith doing a whale of a job protecting against the 93 of Nagy. The front 5 have kind of split away from Schrank in the 6th spot. He's followed by Major, and then Robley in the 8th spot. Sutcliffe running 9th, Aaron running 10th, and Corrigan running the 11th spot. Back at the front of the field, it's the 39 to Smith. Little contact again with Nagy. Logan White, that 21, desperately trying to get to that lead pair. And Kennedy and Morneau want to go as well.
Ray Morneau's definitely battled hard. He's come from the back up into the top 5. Great job for that team, and great job for that driver.
Absolutely, that team did a ton of work since he broke in the heat race. Halfway, coming by this time for the leader, and more contact from the 93 of Nagy. Brady Smith will lead halfway. Nagy's been into that 39 at least a half a dozen times in this feature. That lead half dozen out of turn 4, another lap complete. Down the back, 39, Brady Smith, 93, Carson Nagy. They've been like that for 19 laps. 21 is Logan White running 3rd. Jesse Kennedy 4th. Ray Morneau 5th. Now Marshall Schrank has caught Morneau. And Marshall Schrank trying to advance. Leader is in turns 1 and 2 another time. Fast laps here with the colder conditions on the track. Nightfall has come. Here's Logan White, the 21, protecting. Jesse Kennedy under attack from the 03 of Morneau. And Marshall Schrank there as well. Rotors going on that 03. Schrank looking for a mistake. He'll dive to the inside in that 22. Nothing there. Leaders on a turn 4. 12 to go. We'll go split screen on Rogers TV. Leaders top left. Battle for 4th. Bottom right. Kennedy in the 10. Morneau 0-3. Schrank in the double deuces. As they work turns 3 and 4. Carson Nagy still does not have an answer. For the 39 is Smith, your running order, top 10, down the left side of your screen. Working the back another time. Coming to 10 to go here for Brady Smith in that 39. What a job of racing for the 39 and defending at the same time. Because the 93's been all over that rear deck lid. Logan White's broken away from Kennedy now. Logan White's on his own in 3rd, trying to bridge that gap now to the lead pair. Contact, Morneau almost around. Off the nose of Marshall Schrank. And now Kennedy trying to get away from Morneau. There's your leaders. Coming around, 8 to go this time by for the leader of the 39er, Brady Smith. Sure if Nagy has anything left, Kate. He's been all over that 39 for 30 laps, for 25 laps.
I think that Nagy has run Smith very clean. Yes, there's been some bumping here and there, but it's a, hey, I'm here. Careful if you're going to cut down, right? So he's definitely backed out when he needs to, and I think that he's raced Smith very, very clean.
Got a side-by-side battle back in the field for 5th. That's Schrank. He gets past Morneau. 3 separate pairs now at the front of the field. Smith and Nagy for 1st. Kennedy and White now for 4th. And Kennedy's to the inside of White. And Schrank all of a sudden has caught that lead pair. Marshall Schrank to the inside of White. And the 22 has found another gear. Now he's to the back of Jesse Kennedy for the 3rd spot. As Logan White starts to fall through the field. 5 to go at the line. Schrank looking to the inside of Kennedy. Smith still protecting against Nagy up front. Schrank with a great run. Out of turn number 2, trying to get to the door. And Kennedy trying to close the door, but Marshall's there. Contact. Contact again. Contact out of 4. That 22 wants to go, Kate.
Marshall Schrank is so good about waiting for the proper time to pounce, and then he just goes. The 22's just been stout so far all season, but also take a look at the top of your screen. The 39, that inside panel by the left front tires just kind of flapping a little bit. It looks like the body pins kind of come loose.
3 laps
but
to
nonetheless,
go.
he's still in the lead.
I thought you were done. Sorry, 3 laps to go. Schrank 1.82 seconds behind the leaders last time by. 2 to go at the line. I think he's too far back. He might have waited a little too long.
I think that Nagy got really, really close to him, made a little bit of contact. Instead of driving through the 39, kind of gave a little bit of a lift there coming out of turn 4.
Brady Smith will lead him out of turn 4 this time. White flag sponsored by McCall Racing, built on experience. Brady Smith for 34 laps has been the Department of Defense against Carson Nagy, and now has gone away from him by a couple of car lengths. Out in turn 4, mission accomplished. Brady Smith, your winner in the late model class. Followed by Carson Nagy, Marshall Schrank, your top 3. Jesse Kennedy and Ray Morneau round out your top 5. Logan White, Paul Major, Matt Robley, Steve Aaron, Jacob Sutcliffe, your top 10. Mark Jacobs, Lloyd Rawlings, and Chad Corcoran, the rest of your field.
39 of Brady Smith able to bounce back from last week's not so great run. The wall is never friendly to anybody, so they're able to bounce back, get that car fixed, and able to take the checkered tonight. It's always nice to start on the pole. I think if there's some other drivers that may have been able to jump away too, and that's what I said, where you line up can either hurt you or help you sometimes.
Absolutely. It's hard for me to figure out. Hard for me. Last week you had no problem sharing your heated blanket. Now you don't even. It's not even close to me.
I was cold, so I wrapped myself in it.
We're going to send it down trackside momentarily here to hear from our winner, the 39 of Brady Smith. Soon we'll be up here broadcasting with T-shirts and shorts, and there'll be bugs flying all over the place because it'll be so humid soon.
And then we'll almost be falling out of our chairs swatting at them. So I guess it's the one evil to the other.
Absolutely.
Carson Nagy also had a great run and a great bounce back from the 0-3 Raymore Nose team. They didn't even finish the heat race.
No.
They start at the back, and he finishes 5th. So that's just a testament to them.
Getting out of the car, the 39 of Brady Smith, your late model feature race winner. Definitely the team of the night goes to the 0-3 team, late model team for sure for what they did. Kate just documented that as Brady congratulates his crew. And momentarily we'll come around to the other side of the 39 and speak with the Delaware Speedway's Jordan Maudsley after he goes through the receiving line. As we still have 100 laps from the Ontario Sportsman Series to come. And Brady will come around. We'll go trackside.
Brady, it was a long time between the first couple and a real short time between the next two. How you feeling here?
Oh, it's awesome, man. What a way to start off the year. Carson made me work for that. He raced me clean the whole time. It's awesome that he did that. He had his chances to use me up, and he was smart about it. We started the tires a little low, and we're a little tight at the start. Started to come around towards the end, so I just can't believe we're here, especially after last week. The way the year started out was not ideal. This thing was destroyed, so awesome to be back here.
What's the key to make this a habit here in 2026?
Just everybody for supporting me. Shout out Steve Simon up there and all the boys from Simon Innovations for giving me this opportunity. It's an opportunity I've never had before. I've always been in old equipment, and it's pretty cool to drive something from this decade and be competitive in it. So thanks, Steve. Thanks for all the crew behind me here. We got Justin, Burr, Freddie, Dangerous Dave. We got Bader, my wife, for putting up with me being in the shop all week and trying to manage raising 2 children. Just all the sponsors. We got Simon Innovations, Oliver Ford. We got IACS, BASF. We got Lindy. We got JRM Greenhouse, Delaware Farms, Strive Trucking, Andrew Sports, Get Cracking. We got a lot of sponsors on here this year. It's awesome. We got FACA, Bolt, Fisher. Yeah. And just everybody for coming out. And thanks for Port City for sponsoring the class.
Brady Smith wins the thriller here.
Brady Smith, your late model feature race winner. We'll go 100 laps Ontario Sportsman Series to come next. Delaware Speedway Racing and Rogers TV presented by Ray Cullen Chevrolet.
Ray saves you money, and that's the key on Chevy GMC. Ray Cullen Chevrolet. You should drive by Ray today.
Bring the family to Pizza Hut's all-you-can-eat buffet. Fresh pizzas, pasta, and salads, something for everyone. Great taste, great time, all in one place. Pizza Hut, where family meals are unforgettable.
Public transit, garbage pickup, parks and recreation programs, snow removal on your street. How can you stay informed about these and other important local services? Tune to City Council coverage on Rogers TV. See your community leaders at work on Rogers TV City Council coverage. You're watching an interesting local show on Rogers TV and you want to know more. That's when you head to rogerstv.com. Our website provides more information about our programs, our hosts, our schedule, and about how you too can get involved with Rogers TV. Visit us online at rogerstv.com.
There you see the late model feature race winner tonight, the 39 of Brady Smith, getting set for 100 laps Ontario Sportsman Series. And welcome back, Chris Orrs, Kate Frio, and she shared the blanket.
Well, if he's going to call me out on air, I might as well.
It's so nice and warm. It definitely works. Last week, it quit on us an hour before we're done the show, right?
Okay, you want me to be honest?
You
the
turned it off,
blanket
didn't
slid
you?
over, and my one leg was out. So if I was going to be cold, I turned it off on you.
Nice. Hey, that's what teamwork's all about. You want teamwork? Tune in every Friday night here from Delaware Speedway. Ontario Sportsman Series. Well, actually, give me your final thoughts on the late model feature.
I think if it's a great race, it definitely gave us some entertainment. We saw Nagy right up there, and I didn't expect anything less seeing him go from super stock to late model. He's always a contender. He had a great run, so that was definitely awesome to see. I love seeing a rookie at the front.
Ontario Sportsman 100-lapper to come.
We've got lots of past winners, past champions in this field. So we'll see if Connor James can continue his history numbers with his wins, or if one of our returning track winners takes it, or if someone new slides into the victory lane.
I'm interested in watching the progression of Mr. 14-year-old down there.
Yeah, I think he's got a great attitude. And
Yeah,
that's
absolutely.
That's 90% of it, right? He's still young, and he definitely is looking to get experience behind the wheel. He said it's his third season, or he may have raced for 3 years, and it could be his fourth.
Right.
But very, very interested to see how he does. But he said he's got great teammates. One of his teammates took the top spot and did the dice roll, and the other one's Connor James. So he's got a lot of people that know what they're doing to help him, and all he can do is capitalize on that. You're going to use that knowledge around you in order to make you better. So I think if he's willing to take that all in, which he seems like he very much is, he's going to do great. Oh, we get a little bit of fireworks in the distance.
Yeah. Yeah, we may see some fireworks on the track. You never know either. That's off of turn number 2. And then if things, you might get some fireworks on screen right now. If things get out of control, you take that blanket back. I'm just saying. DelawareSpeedway.com. Next week we have late models, the V8 stocks, and the 40-lap bone stock, a special 40-lapper. So feel free, DelawareSpeedway.com. Come on out. Bring your heated blanket as well, because it might be chilly. We're still in May next week, so come out and experience it, because you want to be here to experience it for sure here at Delaware Speedway. We'll be right back. Delaware Speedway Racing on Rogers TV, presented by Ray Cullen Chevrolet.
Ray Cullen Chevrolet. Ray saves you money, and that's the key on Chevy GMC. Ray Cullen Chevrolet. You should drive by Ray today.
You're watching Rogers TV. With Rogers TV, you can cheer on the home team from the comfort of your living room. We'll head to the rink, the field, the court, or the pitch, so you don't have to. Tune in and cheer on your local amateur athletes on Rogers TV. You're watching an interesting local show on Rogers TV and you want to know more. That's when you head to RogersTV.com. Our website provides more information about our programs, our hosts, our schedule, and about how you too can get involved with Rogers TV. Visit us online at RogersTV.com.
Welcome back to Delaware Speedway Racing on Rogers TV, presented by Ray Cullen Chevrolet, getting set for driver introductions that they're going to do here at the track before the Ontario Sportsman Series 100-lapper. Field looks pretty good. It should be a pretty competitive race, Kate.
Yeah, it should be a great race. Very interested to see with this amount of cars. I don't think we've had an OSS race with this many cars here at Delaware, at least in the last couple seasons. So it's great to see the car counts increasing. Also great for a travel series, because that's what they want to do. They want to go to other tracks. They want to show what they got, and also bring people back into the series. That's what every series wants to do. They want their car counts to increase. They want more competition. So definitely awesome to see this car count tonight.
All right, let's bring in our third member of our team. Let's go split screen to Jeremy down at Trackside. First of all, before we get you to tee up the OSS for us, give us your thoughts on the night thus far, Jer.
Well, so far tonight, I thought it's been some real good racing. Again, you mentioned it during the late model race there, Chris. The Ray Morneau team really went to work to really fix the issues that they had at the back end of the car. They basically tore it all down, put it back together again, and are able to get themselves at least into the top 5 there, and tried to go up through the likes of Jesse Kennedy and just did not let it happen. Marshall Schrank as well. And you just have to give credit to Ray and his team for that one. But the V8s also had a good night. Cara Martin had to borrow a wheel from another driver in order to be in the feature, and she gets third. So a heck of a night for her to go from being at the back to the third place position. And then I'm looking forward to the Sportsman Series again. We got a 14-year-old in this feature race here, guys.
Absolutely. I want to go back to the 03 of Renault for a sec, because you were in close proximity monitoring that progression there. Even Ray, we saw, got under the chassis and started to do some work, so it was all hands on deck during that fix of the 03, wasn't it?
Yeah, certainly. Ray was right underneath there. He was the main one making the fixes underneath the car, and then obviously his dad as well at the back trying to make some repairs as well. So really a full family and full team effort here from the 3 machine.
For a 100-lap feature, let's switch to the OSS here as driver introductions continue. You feel free to jump in anytime, Kate. Your thoughts on the 100-lapper, Jared? What's the strategy here, you think? Maybe kind of pace yourself for the first 50 and then go flat out for the second 50, or what are you hearing down there?
Well, from a lot of the drivers, I think it's all about saving their tires. So it's really going to be about really making sure they don't go all gas here at the start of this race. Obviously, with it being 100 laps, you want to be able to pace yourself. And from the likes of obviously the champion in the 9 machine, you want to be able to just pace yourself with the tires, save the tires, and make sure that you know that it's cold down here. It's already starting to get freezing down here. My toque's on already. So we'll see how the drivers are in the cockpit of their machines. We'll see how the locals do in this race as well.
All right, thank you, Jeremy McGrady. Nice to check in with Jared Trackside before the 100-lapper. Before we get Kate's thoughts, we'll step away for a quick break. 100-lapper, Ontario Sportsman Series, coming up next. Delaware Speedway Racing on Rogers TV, presented by Ray Cullen Chevrolet.
Ray saves you money, and that's the key on Chevy GMC. Ray Cullen Chevrolet. You should drive by Ray today.
You're watching Rogers TV. With Rogers TV, you can cheer on the home team from the comfort of your living room. We'll head to the rink, the field, the court, or the pitch, so you don't have to. Tune in and cheer on your local amateur athletes on Rogers TV. You're watching an interesting local show on Rogers TV and you want to know more. That's when you head to rogerstv.com. Our website provides more information about our programs, our hosts, our schedule, and about how you too can get involved with Rogers TV. Visit us online at rogerstv.com.
Welcome back to Delaware Speedway Racing on Rogers TV, presented by Ray Cullen Chevrolet. And the call to command, can you hear it? The call to command at Delaware Speedway, the engines fire for the OSS 100-lapper here. And Kate, your thoughts on this 100-lap feature?
Trevlin's got the pole and McCullough's on the outside. That's a great start for the race just in itself. You've got 2 guys who have both laid down some great laps here and have the experience. So I'm interested to see how they're going to lead this field to start the race and when people are going to start to make their move, because not everybody has the same mindset. Every driver's a little bit different. So what driver's going to be the first one to make the move?
Fireworks still off of turn 2. We'll see if there's any fireworks over the next 100 laps. The dice roll was 5. That's why the top qualifier is starting in the 5th position here for this 100-lap Ontario Sportsman Series race, and that was Jade Franklin out of Coldwater, rolling 5, and will start inside row number 3. It will be the 19 of Kevin Trevlin on the pole from Chatham, Ontario. The 38, Derek McCullough, he's from Glencoe, outside row number 1.
Worth $600 some odd here, guys. $620 take home. I'm the only one down here that can get the numbers, so.
Field coming around here. We'll expect a couple of pace laps.
Kevin Trevelyan, he's been to victory lane before. Derek McCullough got
As Trevelyan will lead him here past the start-finish line. McCullough outside row number 1. The 0-2, that's the Delaware boy, Brendan Patrick, inside row number 2. The 33 will be Connor James out of Hamilton, Ontario. Row number 3 will see the number 8 of Chad McGlynn from Kitchener. Inside, it's actually 6, my apologies, unless they, no, they're just lined up in a different order. The 13 of Jade Franklin, he was the fastest qualifier before the inversion. Row number 4, Mike Herniak Jr. from Kingsville, Ontario. Inside of number 9, Sean McGlynn out of Kitchener. Row number 5, the 47 of Sean Mangin. He'll be inside the number 27 of Todd Shepard from Amherstburg. There you see the pole sitter, the 19 of Kevin Trevelyan. Rest of the field, the 14-year-old Austin Seaburn inside row number 6 alongside the 86 of Caden Patrick. Cooper Alberton and Kevin DeLong make up row number 7. Donovan Clark and Kyle Isted. Row number 8, James Morency and Brad Robinson. Row number 9. Getting set for a 100-lapper from the Ontario Sportsman Series, coming around for the wave lap now. As the drivers will wave to the fans and the fans will wave back to the drivers. And Kate and I will wave to each other. There you go. There's my wave. All right. White flag on the speedway. 100 laps on the scoreboard, getting set to count down. Ontario Sportsman Series season debut. Both in their own season and here at the Delaware Speedway, their first visit of 2026. I think they're coming a second time, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong. Lights off the Delaware Speedway pace car. Kevin Trevelyan, Derek McCullough out front. Lots of speedsters up front as well. Should be a pretty good race here. Thank you, Kate. Ontario Sportsman Series coming back July the 10th, actually. Thanks, Kate. Green flag, we're racing with the OSS. McCullough with the quick advantage on the outside. McCullough will grab the lead outright. Out of turn number 2 and down the back. Trevelyan's off the pace. Well, he looked off the pace. He dropped to 3rd in a hurry. Connor James up to 2nd spot in that 33.
Well, we almost had some fireworks there in the first corner. We had one of either the 47 or the 27. They're painted the same, but they're both side. One of them was sideways in a 3 wide going into turn 1, able to keep it straight and keep going.
The pit bull, Derek McCullough out front. Connor James in the 2nd spot. Chad McGlynn up to 3rd. Jay Franklin at 13. Up to 4th. Trevelyan's dropping in at 19. Being attacked on the outside by the 0-2. That's Brendan Patrick out of Delaware.
Yeah, the 19 just keeps dropping spots. Looks way off the pace.
McGlynn's around in the 8. In turns 3 and 4, caution on the speedway.
Chad McGlynn goes around.
Not sure if there was contact with anyone or not. We were focused, as you saw, on that 19 and the troubles that Kevin Trevelyan was having. And then all of a sudden you saw cars veering left and right to get around the 8 car that spun.
Yeah, the 19 just seems off pace, so I'm interested to see if they're gonna come down and try to make an adjustment or if they're just gonna try and stick it out here.
So caution on the speedway here. The safety crew checking for debris in turns 3 and 4. And there you see Trevelyan at 19. Now they would have two-way communication here with their crew in the OSS, Kate?
Yeah, they have spotters in this series as well as our late models.
So he's probably communicating with the crew if there's an issue with the car and what he's feeling inside the car.
Yeah, his lap times are about I would say 5/10 off of the vehicles ahead of him. So I'm just wondering if they're going to stick it out from here and see if they can get this car to get better over time. 100 laps is a long time to run, and sometimes you set up a car so that it grows to the end. So it's better as the race continues. You want a long run or a short run. So in this situation, they got 100 laps. They need a long run car. The late models, they had a shorter race. So they're going to build it for the short run and make sure that it's as strong as it can be through 35 laps, as opposed to what they need to do here in the OSS.
White flag on the speedway. They'll double up here. So Connor James now goes outside row number 1. McCullough has chosen the inside lane in that 38. Trevlin will get the 4th spot back. He'll sit outside row number 2 alongside Jade Franklin. As McCullough is set to bring him back to green. Just 2 laps in the books. Long way to go here. Ontario Sportsman Series at Delaware. Green flag. Officials happy with that start. Side by side for the lead out of turn 2 and down the back. James on the outside, McCullough on the inside. Jay Franklin has gotten away from the rest of the field and trying to track the leaders down.
McGlynn got loose again in 3 and 4, and he's slow here on the front stretch. Really struggling with something in that 8 machine.
We stay green, front 3, nose to tail, as Franklin has caught that lead pair. As the 8 of McGlynn remains on the track, and now looks like he found a gear again. Here come the leaders to put him a lap down. They're side by side for the lead. McGlynn's going to stay on the track. They'll go to the high side of the 8, side by side for the lead. And McCullough gets run out of room. And the lead goes to Connor James in that 33. McCullough falls in line just in front of Jade Franklin. As the lead group comes by, out of turn 2 and down the back another time. The 0-2 is Brendan Patrick out of Delaware. He's trying to bridge that gap to that front threesome. And he's almost there. And around the car at the entrance to pit road. Caution might be coming here, and there it is. Caution on the speedway. Can't get a number on that vehicle. At the 30? You see? Oh,
31.
31. Brings out the second caution. That's Kevin Gallant in that 31 machine. Kevin from Waterford, Ontario. So 7 laps in the books here. Not sure if he went around on his own. The 8's coming in for consultation. McGlynn in that 8 machine. The 6 of Morency also coming in to the pits.
Watch here on the 33 by the windshield. You're going to see something fly here off the car, but we think it's either just tape or a decal, but that flies up the track off the 33.
They're going to pop the hood on the 8 machine at the end of pit road, turn 1 side. That's Chad McGlynn, who went around for the first caution. There you see the crew going to work, having a look under the hood there, that 8 machine. We're double file on the racetrack. Morency has rejoined the field at the tail end while they still go to work on the 8 machine. Lights still on the Delaware Pace vehicle. And they're not, I was looking to see if they were going to count laps under caution, but they're not counting laps under caution. So 7 complete Still a ton of laps to go, 93 to go here for the Ontario Sportsman Series. And white flag being displayed.
The 14-year-old, the 24 of Austin Seaburn's up to 8th. Started a little bit deeper in the field, so making a good pathway for himself so far.
So these cars kind of a spin off the old CASCAR series. The top, at one time, the top of stock car series in Canada. And Connor James will bring him around to take the green here in that 33. McCullough on his outside. James holding the field up. Now it'll go. Green flag. McCullough fights back on the outside. 2 by 2 for the first 2 rows. Patrick with a great run out of turn 2 will grab the 3rd spot from Franklin, but Franklin will fight back. There you see that battle for 3rd there as well. Leaders side by side out of 4. McCullough will lead that lap. Franklin will grab the 3rd spot back from Patrick. Patrick Conn on the outside has lost another spot now. Caution on the Speedway. 24 brings out the caution. That's the car that had problems, a broken rear end, and they fixed it after practice. And is rolling down the backstretch, so maybe had a spin that we didn't see and righted the ship. Nonetheless, 3rd caution, 8 laps in.
Yeah, the 24 is going to head down and have a chat with this crew, but it's probably a rear issue.
It is
here
coming
again.
in the same way he did from practice, sideways.
Watch the outside car here, the 24, the blue.
Oh, right there.
Oh, yeah. And then just fights it all the way down the front stretch. Yeah, you can see the shift there right on that rear tire.
Yeah.
Slid up near the body.
So 3rd caution here. Yeah, that's going to do it. They're not going to fix that. It took a long time for them to fix the same problem after practice. I don't think they have enough time now. Definitely an issue that needs to be fixed back at the shop.
Yeah, looks a lot like what Ray Morneau's crew went through earlier today, but they had a lot more time to fix it than caution laps. So I think that's going to end the night for the 24 team. They've put in a lot of work today, so that's a tough break.
So under caution here, 8 laps in the books. Ontario Sportsman Series, we have a couple Delaware safety vehicles on the front stretch, cleaning up or finishing up some cleanup duties as they're trying to change the field around here. I think they're switching the 33 of James and the 38 of McCullough, I think, according to what I saw the flagman doing. So the 38's going ahead of the 33 here. Oh, and the 33 doesn't like that, I don't think. Or disagrees with the call here, Kate.
So the 38 did cross the line before the 33, so I think they're giving the lead to the 38.
So it'll be Derek McCullough in the 38. I don't think the 33 is too happy about that decision. I think they'll get the white this time here. White flag on the Speedway. It'll be McCullough and James in the first row. Franklin and Patrick, row number 2. Shepard, McGlynn, Sean McGlynn, row number 3. The 14-year-old Austin Seaburn up to 7th spot. He'll start alongside Trevlin. They're fixing the 24 again, are they?
The 24 is Austin Seaburn. They just haven't taken him out of the live scoring yet.
My apologies for that. Thank you. So the field getting set for a restart here with 92 laps to go. So Trevlin and Patrick move up a spot because Seaburn's in pit road. Green flag, we're racing with the Ontario Sportsman Series. Side by side for the lead, and McCullough will grab the lead from James. Franklin right there in the 13. Patrick in the 0-2. Front four, single file out of turn 4 to complete another lap. Rest of the field all bunched up here. They're your leaders. Out of turn 2 and down the back. Shepard up to the 4th spot. He'll get by the 9 of Sean McGlynn. Side by side for the lead. James to the inside of McCullough. Oh, they'll touch. Into turn 1 and out of turn number 2, and James will grab the lead. I'm starting to think that these two might not like each other, but maybe that's just me. Jay Franklin to the inside of McCullough. McCullough's really loose. Sawing on that wheel. You saw that through the front windshield. Now Patrick to the inside of McCullough. And Jared McCullough dropping like a rock right now out of the top 3.
Yeah, I think he's got a flat. And that's going to be tough.
Connor James out front. Followed by Franklin and Patrick, your front 3. McCullough still on the racetrack and holding down the 4th position.
Maybe just scrubbed off so much speed, but something looks off since that bumping and banging.
The field looking to get in some sort of a rhythm here. Lots of laps left, but not Patrick. Brendan Patrick wants the 2nd spot. All over the back end of the 13 of Jade Franklin. Now side by side for position. Patrick to the inside of Franklin. And Patrick will take the spot. And Brendan Patrick looking very strong in that 0-2. Leaders will go to the high side of the 6th. And put the 6th another lap down. Mike Herdiak Jr. off the pace. He'll be lapped by the leaders here very shortly. They'll go around the 15. And Patrick's starting to reel James in here. Ontario Sportsman Series 100 on the track. Herdiak Jr. is going to come into the pits through the backstretch. It's Connor James in the 33. Brendan Patrick in the 0-2. As they work another lap here at Delaware Speedway.
Derek McCullough still trying to hang tight there, but really having to saw on that wheel through 3 and 4. He's sitting in the 4th spot, and then Todd Shepard, Sean McGlynn, Kevin Trevelyan. In 8th is Caden Patrick, Cooper Robertson, and then to round out the top 10, I believe it's the 47.
Leaders down the back. They have about a 10-car length advantage on the 13 of Jade Franklin, who runs alone in 3rd. And Brendan Patrick putting a lot of pressure on the 33 of Connor James. 20 laps in the books. 80 to go in this 100-lap feature, Ontario Sportsman Series. As they'll come up on another back marker car and put that car a lap down. Patrick's kind of lost a little steam on his attack of James to the point where he's kind of fallen back to Jade Franklin now. Here you see that was the 6th car of James Morency. He's been cruising around at a slow speed since we restarted here. Getting some laps in. As the lead group comes around to complete another lap. Connor James out front. Brendan Patrick has reasserted the pressure. After backing off for a couple of laps, Brendan's come back up and back on attack mode. Right now, no real issues with faster cars that might be tough to pass. At least another, they're half a lap ahead of the leaders.
Mike Perniak Jr. was able to come back on the track. Looks back up to speed, so that's good for that team.
Patrick gets close again out of corner number 2. Looks to the inside. And trying to get there. James got loose. New leader. At the line, Brendan Patrick out of Delaware. And he'll grab the lead. Connor James was loose last time through turn 4 and lost the lead.
To save maybe a little bit of tires and a little bit of speed there while he was watching him behind. Maybe just watching and studying James's line in order to be able to attack when he's ready or when there was a slip up. So perfect on Brendan Patrick, and he's currently running in the lead. He's able to put a good space in between himself and Connor James as well at this point.
Yeah, it looks like maybe James is holding him up a little bit, Kate, because Patrick's extending that lead. "30 laps in the books." Ontario Sportsman Series live from Delaware Speedway on Rogers TV. As Brendan Patrick out of Delaware, Ontario leads them to complete another lap. Connor James in second spot and Jay Franklin in third right now.
Lap by lap, they tick them away. They still got about 68 laps to go this time by. Track.
Yeah.
And now they're just buying time and seeing when they need to turn it up a little bit in order to maybe get the position in front of them.
Derek McCullough running in 4th spot, Todd Shepard in 5th. And there is the 27 of Shepard in the 5th spot, followed by the 9 of Sean McGlynn. Kevin Trevin runs the 7th, Caden Patrick 8th, Sean Mangan in 9th. Cooper Albertine running in the 10th spot. Donovan McClark 11th. Kevin Gallant 12th. Kyle Isted 13th. Mike Kerniak Jr. 14th. James Morency 15th. Austin Seaburn back out on the track. Chad McGlynn also back on the track, and so is Brad Robinson. Right now, here's your leaders. And looks like Jay Franklin trying to reel them in a little bit here in that 3rd spot as they're into traffic. And Jay Franklin is reeling that lead pair in. It's Brendan Patrick, Connor James, and Jay Franklin all together.
Navigating lap traffic could be what makes and breaks this race if it continues green.
Yep, absolutely, good point. And Brendan Patrick proved your point to be correct, went through traffic and extended the lead.
It's all about where you meet that lap car. If you meet them in the center of the corner, you got to run the high side. You can scrub a little bit more speed. So it's all a luck of the draw.
Leaders coming up on the 25 of Cooper Albertine, who is currently running in the 10th spot. So they've lapped up to the 10th position. The 6 of Morency coming onto pit lane. He's a few laps down. The 33 of Connor James has fallen back into the clutches of Jade Franklin. That's a battle for second, as Brendan Patrick has gotten away from this pair. Leaders turning some pretty good laps here. As mentioned, coming up with a 25 of Alberton. After that will be the 86 of Caden Patrick. 40 laps in the books. 10 to go until halfway. As Kate mentioned, pretty spread out around the track. The battle is for that second spot. The 33 of James sliding through the corner. 13, Jade Franklin. He was our top qualifier earlier today. And rolled a 5 on the dice and started 5th. And now James has gotten away from a little bit. That 33 really loose in the corners. That tires might be starting to go away a little bit here, Kate, as we approach halfway.
Yeah, he drove the first, what is it now, 43 laps pretty hard, trying to get to the front, and I'm hoping he didn't waste them, but he is sliding, and we'll have to see if that car can hold on till the end or if it's just going to keep loosening up.
Hey, they've lapped Caden Patrick, so they've lapped all the way up to the 8th position. Those leaders are flying. Next up would be the 47 of Sean Mangin. Oh, contact! The leader's involved! The leader's involved with a left car. This is not going to settle well. As Patrick got hooked up with the 79 of Kyle Isted, who was a lap down. And that's really not going to bode well, Kate.
So here comes our leader, looking to go around.
Oh my goodness, so far off the pace was Isted. And in the main groove, Kate.
Yeah.
Wow.
I think maybe he thought that he was gonna go down out of the groove.
Do you think maybe he just got to him quicker than he anticipated? Like, he nailed him right square center in the back end. Wow.
I think he one thought that he might move. I don't know.
Here's a replay, real time.
Again. So he's coming out of the groove, and yeah, he just didn't get out of the main groove, but also didn't look to the top. I don't know.
Wow, this looked like
I don't know. Like, it didn't look like he fully lost power because he rolled away fine, but as the leader, that is devastating to be involved with a lap traffic.
Looks like there's hardly any damage. I don't see a scratch on that 02.
It looks like the hood's maybe buckling a little bit, but nothing.
Okay, there it is. There's the angle.
Yep.
Yeah, it didn't look like it from the other side. Okay, yeah, there we go. Another replay.
Shiny paint under the light. That was their trick. Maybe downshift? I don't know.
Wow.
But just like dead in the water and.
Wow. So Connor James inherits the lead. Jade Franklin up to the second spot. Under caution. 3 laps shy of halfway. Ontario Sportsman Series. We'll be right back. Delaware Speedway Racing on Rogers TV, presented by Ray Cullen Chevrolet.
Ray Cullen Chevrolet. Ray saves you money, and that's the key on Chevy, Buick, GMC. Ray Cullen Chevrolet. You should drive by Ray today.
Family owned for over 60 years, McCall Racing has helped shape Canadian short track racing. Custom-built chassis, expert repairs, in-house parts, and unmatched support. Our legacy is built where it matters most, on the track. McCall Racing, built on experience. Bring the family to Pizza Hut's all-you-can-eat buffet. Fresh pizzas, pasta, and salads, something for everyone. Great taste, great time, all in one place. Pizza Hut, where family meals are unforgettable.
Check it out. Now, more Ontarians qualify for the Ontario Electricity Support Program. You could get a monthly on-bill credit of $35 or more. Apply at oesp.com.
Welcome back to Delaware Speedway Racing. Rogers Speed presented by Ray Cullen and Chevrolet. Under caution for this reason here.
So the 0-2 of Patrick was your leader, and we're not really sure, like, if the 79 just didn't get out of the groove or lost power. It just was so freaky. Like,
or the
he's
0-2 might have misjudged his speed.
Yeah.
He was a lapped vehicle, right?
Yeah,
There's
so
many variables.
so many different things there, but it just comes out of the corner and just nails the back of the 79.
So under caution here, and they are counting caution laps now. We left for break at 53, and now it's down to 51, so they are counting caution laps. With Connor James out front in the 33, Jaden Franklin the 13 in second, Sean McGlynn runs third in 9, Todd Shepard and Kevin Trevlin rounding out the top 5. So we want to see where Brendan Patrick restarts. I was trying to count down how many they had lapped. So he comes in behind Shepard. No, all the way up to 5th, really? I don't think so.
Well, McCullough pitted, so that'll make a difference there too. So McCullough should start behind him.
I thought Brendan Patrick should start behind Sean Mangin. They didn't pass Mangin before that.
Well,
wreck
right now he's behind Mangin.
Okay, so that's good. I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
Yep, that's right. Yep, we're good. And and should be and Trevlin should be ahead of Mangin, right? Yes. Okay, so good. Yeah, because they had lapped Patrick before they got that wreck. They had lapped the 86 of Caden Patrick in the 8th spot. Yeah, so they were lapping up to the 7th spot when that occurred. Yes, so good to go. And they're counting, as mentioned, they are counting caution laps. So now we've passed halfway. 49 laps to go. And I think we're going to see the white this time by. Connor James, your leader in the 33, Jay Franklin, the 13 in second, Sean McGlynn in the 9 in third.
Yeah, it should have been. I got him scoring up late lap here,
So the top 7 cars are on your lead lap. And correct me if I'm wrong, Kate, I think the top 7 are the only lead. Oh, and is McCullough lead lap car?
I think they're going to give McCullough back to the lead lap, considering he pitted, I think, before they decided that they wanted to go.
Well, it doesn't look like they are.
Maybe not. But McCullough came into the pits before they started counting the laps under caution. So I think that's where the slight confusion is there, because he is right now on live timing, is scored a lap down. 2 laps down, sorry.
Yeah, so he's starting behind Caden Patrick in the 86, and Patrick I know is a lap down. So the top 7 cars, that's your first 3 rows, and the 0-2 on the inside of row number 4 are the only lead lap cars. 7 on the lead lap. Green flag with 48 to go. Make that 47 side by side through turns 1 and 2. Connor James and Jay Franklin. James on the inside in the 33. Here comes McGlynn in that 9, looking for some action up front. Looking for the lead on the outside. Side by side still, down the back. Off screen is the 9 of Sean McGlynn. He's right there. There you see the 9. And that's the 27 of Todd Shepard in the 4th spot. These two won't leave each other alone. Now James gets a good run out of corner 2. And gets just out front, and yes, will seal the deal on the pass. Front 4, nose to tail. Checking the progression of the 0-2, the former leader, Brendan Patrick. He is by Trevlin and up to the 5th spot. McCullough will follow him through.
Yeah, I'll be very interested to see if they're going to go back into the scoring and change McCullough a little bit, because he did enter pit road before they started counting those caution laps. So
Yeah.
I'd like to see if they did give him back to the lead lap or how they're going to go about that.
Right now they have McCullough listed as 11th spot behind the 52 of Donovan Clark. James out front, followed by Franklin and Sean McGlynn. Sean McGlynn just turned his fastest time of the feature at 20.157. But he's still about 10 car lengths behind the lead pair. Shepard in 4th, and Patrick, or the former leader, Brendan Patrick, up to 5th. Caution of the Speedway. Car around in turns 1 and 2. That's the 31 again of Kevin Gallant. And we'll go caution on the Speedway. Looks like he's rolling. So we probably will get a restart. Probably, I'm going to say, around the length of a late model feature, maybe around lap 35, maybe 36 to go. We'll see. Replay, Kate.
Yeah, so watch the bottom of your screen there. Just gets into the back of Caden Patrick. Donovan Clark involved. Just caught the tail end of it. And around goes Kevin Gallant.
So the safety crew in turns 1 and 2. Actually, there's a little bit of a spill in turns 1 and 2. So putting the stay dry on there as the 31 comes down pit road. So does the 86 of Caden Patrick, the 15 of Mike Herniak Jr., all to the consultation of their pit crews. Replay again.
Yeah, so we'll start here on the front stretch. And you'll see the blue 86 come into frame there. So it looks like the 86 checks up on Trevlin, which then Gallant checks up, and Clark has nowhere to go. So just a racing incident over there. Now we're getting some duct tape, and it looks like some gas down there into some vehicles. And gonna try and hopefully get back out. They are counting those laps, so.
Is fuel an issue here? Because if they're putting gas in the back of the 86 of Caden Patrick, could fuel be an issue for everybody?
Well, it depends on what size gas tank they have in there, for one. For two, how much gas they went out there with. Did they try to go just so that they're a little bit lighter and able to stick with the faster times, right? Have a little bit of lighter weight.
Maybe some
Everybody
of it's on
runs
the
a
track
little bit
that they're
different.
cleaning up. Possibly, right?
Well, we would hope not, because then there may be a crack in the fuel tank.
Yeah,
And that's
you
going to
never
be a
know.
whole other problem.
31 back out on track, 86 back out on track, so is the 15. And laps continue to count away here under caution, with them still doing a cleanup in turns 1 and 2. More to come inside our Ontario Sportsman Series feature here on a Friday night. Delaware Speedway Racing on Rogers TV, presented by Ray Cullen Chevrolet.
Ray Cullen Chevrolet. Racing money, and that's the key on Chevy Buick GMC. Ray Collins Chevrolet. You should drive by Ray today.
Vector offers recovery and performance programs to improve your quality of life. Their active therapy approach helps with pain, mobility, and strength. Located in London, Ontario, they focus on personalized care to support your wellness journey. At The Hearing Place, we transform lives with personalized hearing care. Our exceptional audiology services and tailored treatment plans empower your journey to better hearing, ensuring compassionate support and solutions designed uniquely for you.
McCall Racing fuels the motorsports community with performance parts for circle track, dirt track, open wheel, drag racing, customs, and hot rods. Whether you're turning laps, wrenching in the pits, or just getting started, McCall Racing.
Welcome back. Delaware Speedway Racing on Rogers TV, presented by Ray Cullen, Chevrolet, Chris Soares, Kate Friel, Jeremy McGrady. This is why we're under caution.
So watch the bottom of your screen. The 86 checks up because the 19 of Trevlin is slow through the corner, and everybody just collects Gallant. Gallant just is the unfortunate part of that sandwich.
Lights off the Delaware Speedway pace vehicle. We will start with 35 laps left to go. The size of the late model feature here at Delaware. Connor James, your leader in the 33. Jade Franklin outside row number 1. It's McGlynn Shepard in row number 2. Brennan Patrick, Sean Mangin, row number 3. Green flag. The field will come out of turn 2 and down the back, and here we go again with these two side by side for the lead. James on the inside, Franklin on the outside. This division did group qualifying earlier, and the 13 was your top qualifier. Contact into turn number 1. And they'll stay side by side out of turn 2 and down the back another time. Oh, it looks like James ran him up the speedway a little bit. And they'll come back and they'll make more contact. They'll dive into turn 1, up the hill in turn 2 and down the back, and Franklin drips up the track another time. Fights back on the outside. And now James will grab the lead. Crossover, baby. Franklin to the inside, crossover. And he's at the door. And he's got the preferred line. He'll get loose into the corner. Side by side down the back another time. James 33, half a car length in front. Franklin fighting back on the inside to 13. And Franklin will grab the lead. James trying to fight back on the outside. And Franklin will grab the lead. Now James wants the crossover and can't get there. Great battle at the front. A car around, and Shepard on the inside apron at turn number 2. And caution on the speedway. Shepard was battling near the front too.
Shepard was sitting in the 3rd position.
We did see a good battle behind the leaders last time across the stripe. What do we got here, Kate?
Watch the 02 and the 27.
The 02 is Patrick.
And McGlynn's on the outside. So we got Patrick, Shepard, yeah. So it looks like Patrick just keeps trying to go, and unfortunately takes Shepard around.
So we'll see if there's some sort of a penalty coming to 02. And we'll watch the flag stand here. Here comes the field, pointing at the 02. Oh, he's
putting him ahead of the 9.
Did he say the 02 ahead of the 9? Wow. Okay. I think that's what he said. Looked like he did. But they did not switch positions.
Yeah, the 02 was ahead of the 9, I believe, before the incident. So just waiting to see if they can get switched. Sorry, I'm laughing because Chris is now right beside the normal air conditioner.
Yeah,
but
the air
it's-
conditioner just turned
it's-
into a heater.
Yeah, it's spitting out hot air this way, so
Yeah.
we're not complaining.
So I don't have to spit out hot air anymore. I can just let that thing do it. All right. Caution still remains in the Speedway. 28 laps to go. We've been counting cautions since lap 53.
They have now penalized the O2, putting him to the tail end of the lead lap.
Okay, so the 0-2 has gone to the back, so they did penalize him. Okay. Or the end of the lead lap, which is 6th. Yeah.
6th or 7th, yeah.
If you know that's the penalty, why not drive a little aggressively? You know you're only going to the end of the lead lap.
Well,
you know you've passed so many cars, right? It's not a bad penalty to take, if you think about it.
Well, you definitely don't want to try that too many times before the race officials disagree with your aggressive mentality.
So he was in 5th. He knocked around the 4th place car, and he restarts 6th with a penalty. Think about that for a second. That's a great penalty. That's like tripping a guy on a penalty shot on or a breakaway on hockey. That's a great penalty to take.
A defensive penalty?
It's a great penalty to take. But yeah, running 5th, spins the 4th place car, gets a penalty, and restarts 6th. Well, actually, they put him behind. They put him behind Caden Patrick and Trevlin. So Caden Patrick must have got his lap back. He must have been the lucky dog.
No, he should be behind the 19.
Here comes the 27. Look out!
Woo!
I thought he was going to run into the side of the 0-2. They're side by side. Shepard will go in line ahead of the 0-2.
And they should be behind the 19.
Okay, so white flag on the Speedway. We'll restart with 25 laps to go.
And they're starting side by side.
Yeah, that was a small, short break. Just turned back into an air conditioner. All right, getting set here.
Yeah, I felt it.
Ontario Sportsman Series. 100-lap feature from Delaware Speedway. 25 laps when we take green. Green flag. Field will work turns 1 and 2, and it's Franklin out front. James falls to 2nd, McGlynn in 3rd. Shepard trying to get to the outside for 4th. James reeling it. Franklin trying to reel coming in. McGlynn all by himself in 3rd. Cooper Alberton rebounding nicely. Sits in 4th right now. Shepard behind him. And then Brendan Patrick. At one point, Brendan Patrick was leading this race. Battle for the lead. A little bit of contact again. And the 33 got the worst of that, as Franklin will extend by 4 car lengths. And that brings Sean McGlynn back into play. Up to Delaware Hill in turn 2, down and back another time. There you see the 33 of James, trailing the leader, the 13 of Jay Franklin. Franklin was the top qualifier earlier tonight. 21 laps to go. First and second on your screen.
Caden Patrick around on the front stretch.
Sorry, go ahead.
Caden Patrick went around on the front stretch.
That's the 86 of Caden Patrick. And caution on the Speedway. I didn't see. Did you get a glimpse of that, Kate? I didn't see what
just
happened. You just what, sorry?
I think he had a little bit of help, but
Okay.
just caught the tail end of it.
Let's have a look.
So look at the top part of your screen. Yeah, and he just tries to save it, and that's what sends him around, but he kept it off the wall.
Do you think there was contact with the red car?
I think there was a little bit of help, yeah,
Okay.
coming out of the corner. From that angle, I think there was some help.
That might be the, would that be the red car of Trevlin? 19?
It could be.
Under caution here. Under 20 laps to go here. Patrick trying to refire. They're pushing him in reverse of the track over the turn 4 now. Going to bring him down on the pit road, I think.
Started in practice, they knocked a chunk of the wall out on that turn 3 side down there.
They're going to take him around to the backstretch entrance to the pits.
Delaware, it's not very wide. I mean, there's concrete on both
Jade
sides.
Franklin out front. Connor James runs in second spot. Sean McGlynn in third. Cooper Auberton in fourth. And Sean Mangin, your top 5 right now. And it's the 0-2 of Brendan Patrick, Derek McCullough, Todd Shepard, Kevin Trevlin, Donovan Clark, and it was Caden Patrick running out the top 10, but there you see the 86 back into his pits. Replay.
Here's another look. Watch them coming out. Oh yeah, he definitely got some help.
Now if we can
But I don't think it's.
let's keep rolling that, see if we can identify that car.
I don't think it's got white on the side.
No, green front end spoiler as well. Maybe they went into the pits as well. I don't see the car out there. Oh, it is the 19. There's the green. I would think it was the 19.
I just didn't see the white on the side. So.
Yeah, me neither. You're right, but there is the green on the front end.
But there's another vehicle that I can see from here that looks already orange, the whole vehicle, sitting in the pits. So, I am not going to say that it was somebody unless I know. Because it was he definitely got help. So I just didn't see the white on the side. So I'm not going to pinpoint that I know who it is for sure in this moment.
Under caution, laps ticking away here. 16 next time by. It'll be just a sprint when we go green. I think we're going to get the white this time by, but we still have a safety vehicle in turn 4. One last check on the track there. You see it. Yeah, so we're going to get the white right now. So we will restart with 15 laps to go. And see if we can go caution free here. Jade Franklin in the 13. Inside control car. Connor James outside in the 33. Row number 2 has the 9 of Sean McGlynn, the 25 of Cooper Auberton. Row number 3, the 47 of Sean Mangin, the 0-2 of Brendan Patrick. Here they come. Green flag, 15 to go this time by. Franklin out front, James falls in. Contact back in the pack between Mangin and Patrick. Now Shepard ran into the door of the 0-2 of Patrick. A little bit of payback by the 2-7. And now McCullough into Patrick. Back in the field. Patrick being bounced around like a pinball on a Friday night at the arcade. Front 2 getting away here, down the back. 13 of Franklin, 33 of James, all by themselves right now. McGlynn about 7 car lengths back. Field trying to get to the checker here. And the lead pair stretching out. Down the back, out to 15 car lengths now. Over the 3rd place car of Sean McGlynn. .33 of James looking for any sort of opening, any sort of mistake from the 13 of Franklin. McGlynn runs in 3rd, Auberton in 4th, Mangin right now rounding out the top 5. James looks to the inside. Nothing there. Franklin loose into the corner. James trying to take advantage. Contact again. These guys have been trading paint for the last few laps. Side by side for the lead. 10 to go this time by.
Caden Patrick to the inside of Shepard. Contact coming out of 4.
It's James to the inside, and new leader, the 33 of Connor James, followed by Franklin. McGlynn's all by himself. Brendan Patrick now to the inside of Shepard, trying to get the pass back on the backstretch. Look at the marks on the inside of that 27 back in the back. Lots of tire marks. There might be a lot of conversation between a lot of gentlemen in the pits after this race.
Yeah, I think it might be interesting. I mean, McCullough kind of got used up. Patrick's gotten used up. Shepard's gotten used up. It's been a lot of back and forth. I think your front two might be teammates, though, so they might just laugh this one off.
Connor James out front, trying to extend from Jay Franklin at 13. McGlynn all alone in third. Alberton still in fourth. And now Mangin has been caught by Brendan Patrick. 6.5 laps to go here at Delaware Speedway on a Friday night. Ontario Sportsman Series on track, 100-lap feature. Back in the pack, Brendan Patrick to the inside of Mangin for position. And Brendan Patrick up another spot. The once leader of this 100-lapper. Leaders have about a half a straightaway lead on the 9 of McGlynn. McGlynn just turned his fastest lap. 5 to go. 5 laps to go here. It's Connor James out front. Jade Franklin. Does he have anything for him? And Brendan Patrick continues to move up to the inside of Alberton for position. Meanwhile, up front, the leaders work turns 1 and 2. Up the hill and down the back another time. James and Franklin all by themselves. Brendan Patrick's got to be the fastest car in the track right now.
Yeah, McCullough also just tagged the wall coming out of 2 all by himself.
3 laps to go for the leader, the 33 of Connor James, extending the lead a little bit. Coming down, 2 laps to go, 1 mile to go here for the 33 of Connor James. Jaden Franklin trying everything he can to reel him in. McGlynn falling into the clutches of Brendan Patrick. Here they come, out of turn 4. White flag, sponsored by McCall Racing, built on experience. In through turns 1 and 2. Down and back another time. Connor James trying to hold on here. Battle for third as well. McGlynn's been caught by Patrick. Here come the leaders out of turn 4. Checkered flag in the air. The 33. Connor James will win it. 13 to Jay Franklin. Patrick looks to the inside. McGlynn will hold on for the third spot over Brendan Patrick. Sean Mangin will round out the top 5. Unofficially, the top 10 looks like this. 6th, Cooper Alberton. Todd Shepard in 7th. Kevin Trevelyan in 8th. Donovan Clark 9th. Derek McCullough 10th. Then it's Kyle Isted in 11th. Mike Kerniak Jr. in 12th. Caden Patrick 13th. Kevin Gallant 14th. James Morency 15th. Austin Seaburn 16th. Chad McGlynn 17th. Brad Robinson 18th. Your unofficial running order. But there is your winner, Kate Friel, the 33 of Connor James.
Yeah, definitely had a good car from practice to qualifying, and so did Jade Franklin. So that really could have been anybody's, but Connor James comes out on top.
Top 3 coming to the front stretch here, where we'll hear comments from Connor James in the 33 momentarily. Don't forget, action continues here on Rogers TV next Friday night, live at 7:30. We'll have the late models V8 stocks and the bone stock 40 lapper here on the broadcast. Don't forget DelawareSpeedway.com for all your ticket information, schedule information, all that's a good information that you need here to come experience Delaware Speedway. As you see Connor James getting set, unbuckling the hat, the ball of nice cold water waiting for Connor.
That definitely had a lot more action than we thought it might, but it got pretty spaced out there for a while, and then everybody just wanted to go bumping and banging.
Yeah, absolutely. There was a lot of paint being swapped for sure on multiple occasions over that 100-lap feature for the Ontario Sportsman Series. They're back on July the 10th. There is Connor James hopping out of the 33 with the checkered flag. OSS back here at Delaware Speedway on July the 10th. And he's thanking and congratulating his team. And he'll make his way around to the other side of the car, where Jordan Maudsley is waiting for him for his post-race interview.
Connor James
call him around, and we'll go trackside.
Excellent
run. He made you work for it. Take me through that one.
Yeah, man, it was a lot of fun. Obviously, at the start there, the 38 was really good, and I knew Jay had that big Ford motor in it, and I tried to keep him on the top, but he was able to get around me, and we traded some paint, and in my opinion, that was some real badass racing with him, and the two-speed team won 2 to start the season. We can't ask for any more.
How do you keep it going like this for the rest of the season?
Really just the preparation of everything, and everybody who puts time in at the shop, and I can't thank all my sponsors: Raptor Filters, CM Precision, Caldecott Millwrights, Serenity Landscapes, Two-Speed Motorsports. It looks like our main man at Craig Cameron at the NameOfDrives.ca is going to have some work to do, and he makes all of our cars look really good, and I can't thank everybody enough for all their hard work.
Connor James brings home the season opener here at Delaware.
Connor James, your winner. We'll be back to wrap things up. Delaware Speedway Racing on Rogers TV, presented by Ray Cullen Chevrolet.
Check it out. Now, more Ontarians qualify for the Ontario Electricity Support Program. You could get a monthly on-bill credit of $35 or more. Apply at oesp.ca.
At the Hearing Place, we transform lives with personalized hearing care. Our exceptional audiology services and tailored treatment plans empower your journey to better hearing, ensuring compassionate support and solutions designed uniquely for you.
McCall Racing fuels the motorsports community with performance parts for circle track, dirt track, open wheel, drag racing, customs, and hot rods. Whether you're turning laps, wrenching in the pits, or just getting started, McCall Racing, built on experience.
With Rogers TV, you can cheer on the home team from the comfort of your living room. We'll head to the rink, the field, the court, or the pitch, so you don't have to. Tune in and cheer on your local amateur athletes on Rogers TV.
Welcome back to Delaware Speedway Racing on Rogers TV, presented by Ray Cullen Chevrolet. Chris Soares, Kate Friel. We'll wrap things up in a second. First one to wrap it up. Let's go trackside to the third member of our team, Jeremy McGrady.
Thank you so much, Chris. And yeah, another great night of racing here from the half mile, whether it be from the V8s and late models and what just wrapped up here with the Ontario Sportsman Series. And then next week, of course, we've got more racing from the V8s, the late models, and the bone stocks doing a 40-lapper in their feature race next week. That's it for me. I'll send it upstairs to Chris and Kate for their final thoughts.
Thank you so much. Good job there down there tonight. Kate, final thoughts?
I think the OSS race gave us more fireworks than we expected. V8s never disappoint with breakouts everywhere where we don't know who's going to win until the end, until the final lap. As well as late models, if that's what they're going to show us for the season. It's going to be great competition, and you're never going to know who's going to end up with that race, so you're definitely going to want to make sure that you're here to watch it.
Absolutely. Thanks for joining us here. Have a wonderful Victoria Day long weekend. We'll be back next Friday live, 7:30. More Delaware Speedway Racing on Rogers TV, presented by Ray Cullen Chevrolet. Good night.
Welcome back to Hiking with Kathleen. In today's episode, I'm exploring the local woodlots in the fall. This is the late fall. A lot of the leaves have fallen from the tree. Crazy behavior though. I'm hearing bird song, Carolina wrens that are singing off in the background. That's supposed to be something left for the breeding season. Anyway, I welcome you to join me. We'll see what we can find today. So this morning at dawn, I returned to a spot that I've shown you before where this interesting behavior can be seen. It's a pair of muskrats that are chasing the ducks away from, I suppose, their territory. It's interesting that they're taking such an aggressive stance. So I hope you enjoy this footage. I guess it's ongoing because the last time I was here was about a week and a half ago and they were chasing the ducks out of their pond then. So anyway, this is a neat sort of an urban setting. It's a beaver pond and there's a variety of mallard pairs that are here and a few other ducks. So anyway, I'm interested in seeing how they're coping with this bad-tempered muskrat pair.